Maybe just a couple ground rules before we get started. There won't be any bathroom breaks. There will be no drink or snack breaks. And then the last rule is just, you know, if there's a joke, only laugh if it's my joke.
Okay.
What?
That's hilarious.
Oh, okay. We're live, guys.
There was no rule about nudity.
We are live.
Are we? Well, great time to say that way you just said it.
Welcome, everybody. We are, yes.
That's exciting.
Welcome to the Summer Game Fest. We are official co-streamers here. I'm joined by my good friends Geoffrey from the Indie Gaming Guild and Dave from SaveDex. Geoffrey, why don't you introduce yourself and your channel?
Yeah, what's going on? Well, Cody, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this with you and Dave. It's going to be a lot of fun just seeing what games come out. This time of year is always really, really exciting with E3 and Summer Games Fest, what Jeff Keighley does. It's going to be really exciting. If you guys love indie gaming content like you enjoy at Cody's channel, I do a ton of reviews, gameplay, live streams. We have a lot of fun over there, so definitely think about subscribing. But thank you, Cody, for having me. I'm really appreciative.
And Dave? Yeah, go for it. Dave, talk.
Yep, I'm Dave here from SaveDex. Thank you, Cody, for inviting me for this stream. I'm really excited to see what gets announced and just chat with you all about games. So as you know, on my channel, I play a lot of games, Nintendo and indie. Hopefully there's a lot of Switch games announced tonight. Do you think a Smash character will get announced? That is the question.
Cuphead.
If there's an indie game rep for Smash, then this is the time to announce it.
So both of their channels are linked in the description below. Please go subscribe, follow them. We're all good friends. We all they make awesome indie game content. I make indie game content as well. I'll let you be the judge of whether it's awesome or not. I'm not going to be boastful here on my
It's top-notch, the best in the business.
Thank you. We are approaching 1,000 subs, so that'd be awesome if we could hit it during the stream. That'd be, as Geoffrey said, magical.
If anyone is here that for some reason is not subscribed to Cody at Indie Game Pulse, and you're watching, why have you not done that? That's silly. But do it. If we can get him to
do it.
He said he's going to dance and or cry and or both, which would be really hilarious. So please do that.
We shall see.
Shall see indeed.
So Dave is already making predictions. A new Smash character.
Thing is, I looked at the list of partners, and it's pretty much every sort of gaming company except Nintendo. So I don't think a Smash will be here. I
mean, don't you two think that they're probably saving that for their big Nintendo Direct on isn't it the last day of E3 on the 15th?
It's Tuesday. The thing is, though, there's 2 characters left to reveal. One today, one next week. That's one.
That's a good strategy. I can see that.
I mean, it's Nintendo. They're going to, always do something weird, and throw people off. It's never going to be quite what anyone expects.
And Cuphead's already in Smash. With a Mii Fighter costume.
Oh, nice. Cody, are there any indie games that... I mean, I know Summer Game Fest obviously isn't just indies, it's everything, but Jeff Keighley, who hosts it, does do a great job of covering. Is there a game that you either think is going to come, or even if it's just wild speculation, that you would just love to see XYZ? Is there something you've been really, really hoping for either of you, I guess?
So I mentioned it in our Discord server. I made a prediction at the beginning of June that this month we will see a release date for Sable, which has been in development for several years. I remember seeing it on Get Indie Gaming's list for a couple years in a row of the top games coming. So there is a 1-second snippet of it in the hype trailer for Summer Game Fest. The developer's been really active sharing stuff on Twitter lately too. So if there's one game that I hope for and that I actually think will be announced here today, it's Sable. Wishful thinking, Silksong. Obviously, Hollow Knight Silksong. I hope I didn't steal that from either of you guys, but yeah, Geoffrey, what about you?
To say that.
In Sports Story get a mention recently about it's still doing well, whatever.
I don't think I saw that. Geoffrey, what about you? Any predictions?
I try every year when this kind of stuff comes around, I try my hardest to not get too excited. But honestly, for me, so obviously this isn't indie, but I want to just say it is, I really, really hope, because Jeff Keighley, who hosts, is really good friends with Hideo Kojima. And they've always had these back and forths of Silent Hill. I know there's been a million rumors of a new or a reboot or a remaster like they did Resident Evil 2 and 3. Not indie related, but obviously I would love to see some sort of a new Silent Hill return to form. But that being said, indie-wise, I don't have any specifics. I just want to be surprised, but I really hope for some sort of little indie horror experience, some more what's that game, Dave, you would know because Sophie's excited for it. What is the game that's the Harry Potter fantasy farming?
Witchbrook.
Witchbrook, yes. Hopefully they show Witchbrook. That looks amazing.
It's from the Stardew Valley people.
Oh, that would be big news then.
Yeah. They could show that, yeah.
Hopefully they show Fortnite. I haven't seen much about that lately.
I I think they will, right? It's a new season.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
You love your Fortnite. So I've been seeing a lot on Twitter the last couple days about Elden Ring, which isn't a game I followed too closely, but I know a lot of people, every time a Game Fest rolls around, they're hoping for Elden Ring. Mm-hmm. The trailer looks insane. I mean, the trailer came out, I think, in 2019.
Right before we went on, I was watching from What Culture Gaming. They did a last-minute like E3 rumors, and they were saying that there's really good probability that From Software, the team behind Dark Souls and Bloodborne, who are doing Elden Ring, are going to probably show something. So it's so hard. You hear something like that and you want to get excited, but no one ever really knows, obviously.
Yeah, you have to kind of contain your expectations, I guess.
Yes, indeed. Poker face.
Well,
all right, 40 seconds. Should we count down with loud excitement?
I've got 25.
10 seconds ahead of you. Yeah, I've got 20. I got 20 now.
You guys are going to see stuff first.
It's the difference in time zones, I guess.
They are ahead.
You guys are going to get a 10 seconds to start. How exciting!
Well, any predictions in the chat? I guess I'm sure there will probably be some opening statements here, but I'd love to hear what you guys in the chat are looking forward to. Hopefully seeing.
Hey.
All right, here we go.
I'm offended.
I still have 5 seconds, dang it.
Be fresh.
I don't want to, it's too scary.
You might miss something.
Missed the Silent Hill.
I just want the new Shantae.
You would.
I told you we'd start right on time. Hello, everyone around the world.
Okay, let me see if I can get this turned up. It's pretty quiet.
Presented by Prime
Here it is, it's starting. Yay.
Buckle up, because we've got a big show for you.
Jeff Keighley spells his name like me, so I always feel like I should also be famous then.
On the games you play every day, some surprises, and special guests, including Jeff Goldblum, Giancarlo Esposito, and performances by Weezer, Japanese Breakfast, and the Sonic the Hedgehog Symphony Orchestra. Yes, that's really a thing. Now, like a great video game, there may be some twists along the way today, and just wait until you see what we have planned for the end game. That is all I'm allowed to tell you right now.
For the end game?
Just the start of a big summer game.
I don't know how to listen to this right now without our audio. Let's see here.
From publishers like Xbox and Bethesda, Square Enix, Ubisoft, and more. You can head right now to summergamefest.com to track all the events, and believe me, there is a lot of great stuff coming your way. But today, we kick things off with a big 90-minute cross-industry showcase meant to put platforms and rivalries aside. We will have updates and news for you, no matter if you play on Nintendo Switch, PC, PlayStation, or Xbox.
Hey, Cody.
Hey.
When I search Summer Game Fest in YouTube, yours is in like the top 6 that comes up.
Oh, wow, dang, that's exciting.
What's next?
Yeah.
Thank you
just
so
FYI,
much
that's
for
cool.
tuning in and kicking off Video Game Summer. Well, let's begin with a brand new game announcement.
Right off the bat.
The world premiere of the next great adventure from Gearbox and 2K.
Ooh.
So not indie.
Team Rocket. Prepare for travel. Lord of the Rings.
Fate. It soars on the wind.
Is this going to be? No, this is going to be
from the grave.
Lord of the Rings.
Is this? No, is this?
The ocean floor.
But what would it be? Lord of the Rings? Because they've canceled some Lord of the Rings projects.
You cannot hide from
Elden
fate.
Ring? What if it's Elden Ring?
But you can.
It doesn't look cool enough to be Elden Ring. If I'm being brutally honest, it doesn't.
How dare you?
It doesn't look dark enough.
Oh, Andy Samberg. Hey. The Sykes. Hey, Will Arnett.
I love Will Arnett.
Oh, Jack Horseman.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot it's
Borderlands.
It's Tiny Tina's from Borderlands. It's her spin-off game.
Ah.
That's right. Okay, but
Annika, you don't know any of these names? So Wonderlands. coming next year.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is official, and joining us now is Tiny Tina herself.
Excuse me.
Hey Ash, how you
What's
doing?
up, baby?
It's a
How you
spin-off of
Great to
Borderlands.
have you here. So I think the big question everyone's going to have is, what is Wonderlands? What can you tell us about it?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
It's a high fantasy take on a looter shooter, as you saw. And if you're a fan of Borderlands, you'll probably recognize some fantasy elements inspired by Assault on Dragon Keep, which was the Borderlands 2 DLC that was beloved by the devs. And so this...
I was going to say, I've played a good bit of Borderlands, and I don't remember it being
The elephant in the room
fantasy-esque.
is this a Borderlands game? Is it
Not
not?
played it.
How does it relate?
So
No,
it
but
actually
Tiny
isn't.
Tina,
It's its
her
own
character is all
standalone
about
game.
Dungeons and Dragons.
People that love Borderlands are going to find
I
lots
have
of
played
things
that.
to love about
Nerd alert.
Borderlands, but it's its own thing. Tiny Tina's got her own thing going on now. So it's got its own mechanics. There's spell casting. You can customize your character this time, which is super exciting. And yeah, so if you love Borderlands, you're going to find stuff to love in this. And if you've never played a Borderlands game, this is a great place to start.
Oh, that's for me
Okay,
then.
well, Tiny Tina gets her own game, which is fantastic.
Yes.
What is her role? Why does she
That
get her own
artwork
game?
is cool, though,
she
they're
is your
showing.
bunker master.
I really love that artwork.
She's kind of guiding the narrative and changing it on a dime if she wants. And she's just taking your cast of characters, which is an amazing cast, through this wacky world. And she's taking you on an adventure to defeat the Dragon Lord.
And-
Who is that? I don't know. You'll have to play.
And I wonder who plays the Dragon Lord, because you got quite the voice cast,
We
including
do.
you in this, which is
Oh.
awesome.
My bet's on Will Arnett
Feels like such a big
For what?
experience.
for
This was a bit of a tease,
boss.
announcing it's out there.
Oh.
When will we find out more
Yeah,
about
could be. Oh no, Andy Sandberg could probably
Hopefully
be pretty funny at
this
that too.
summer.
Again, Andy
Um,
Samberg will on it. If they
and
were
you
a
can find
bad
out a
guy,
lot more at
they wouldn't be intimidating if I heard their voices.
Yeah, just stay
They'll
tuned
be
for
like
updates.
funny
Right,
and
coming early
intimidating.
2022. So
Yes.
Look forward to next year. Ash, thank you so much for joining us in person.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it, and we'll see more later this summer on that game. All right, well, now
World
it is time
premiere.
for another brand new game announcement. This one you probably are not expecting. A classic 90s franchise is
Ooh.
coming back to life as a grid-based tactical strategy title for
I
Steam
mean,
on
SNK does
PC.
fighting games,
This
so
is an
this has it's going to be
insanely
a.
fun
Oh,
trailer.
okay,
I
interesting.
hope you'll enjoy it.
Emu.
Looks like a Contra mixed with like a Streets of Rage and a fighting game.
Yeah.
Metal Slug, yeah. The Anakin says Metal Slug. It definitely has Metal Slug
Yeah.
vibe.
except for the
Metal
like
Slug.
grid base.
Turned
Maybe
into
it's like a
grid
Metal
base.
Slug like tactical game or something.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, like
Advance Wars.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'll only play it if Mighty Goose is in it.
Okay, here we go.
That's what everyone's saying. Yeah, Metal Slug, Metal Slug.
Oh, Annika, yeah, Annika said the characters are from Metal Slug.
Nope. Yep. We should have done like a guess the game, and if you get it right, you win $500 from Cody.
We're not doing that. Don't listen to Geoffrey.
You convert it into pounds before you give it to me.
Well, Jeff was right. I did not expect this.
There we go. Metal Slug Tactics.
Tactics. Real original naming there. I appreciate that.
I told you. I told you they were
Okay,
going to talk.
We have another big announcement for you from a surprise guest, but it's well past 3 a.m. their
They're good
time,
buds.
So don't
Oh,
worry,
please be
we
Silent
chatted
Hill.
earlier, and I'm very excited
Babel
to share
teaser
this with
coming
you right
back.
now. Hello,
Oh,
mystery guest.
please be Silent Hill, please.
Hello, Jeff. Hi.
Mr. Kojima, it is so good to see you. Thank you for joining us from Tokyo. First of all, I just want to ask, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are things right now over there in Japan?
東京ではですね、また非常事態宣言っていうのが出てて、ちょっとコロナの、患者数が増えつつあると。で、ワクチンをそろそろ打ち出そうとしてる、そういう感じですね。
Well, we certainly hope that you're going to get your vaccine soon.
Does anyone want to predict what they're going to talk
Let me ask
about?
you, as a creator, how has this past year impacted you?
まあ今までのものづくりっていうのはまあ
Anyone in the chat? Anyone in the chat? Throw out what you think they're going to talk about. These two are good friends.
5年後10年後20
Could be
年後ど
anything.
うなるかっていうのを考えながらそこにエンターテインメントを加えていってまあ作ってたのが結構その10年後20年後に当たってたりっていうのはあったんですけど今回の DS に関してはもう
How long has it been since the last Metal Gear Solid?
2013, I think. 24 or maybe 2014.
Man, so that's been a while.
Was the last one the one with Kiefer Sutherland?
The last one was Phantom Pain, which was 2014, 15.
2015, yeah.
But Hideo Kojima is no longer a part of Konami. That's why the PT thing split, so they couldn't really do that unless it's his own
こ
spin-off.
んなにも早くこう時代が追いついてくるとちょっとこうなんていうんでしょうねフィクションじゃなくなってしまうのでなんで今回のコロナの中で、この先をどう作るかっていうのはいろいろ考えましたね。他のクリエイターも多分
Cloco in the chat says Deadlier Stranding.
911の時と同じような感じだと思いますね。これからエンタメをどういうふうに
I mean,
切り
that's
取ってい
possible.
くかっていうのはやっぱり大きな課題。
Was that his last game?
Well, I know we are all
was-
very
even that was a
curious
couple
about
years
what
ago.
the next era of Hideo Kojima
Yeah,
entertainment
there's been so many
is going to
rumors
be.
though about
I don't know how much you can say,
what
but
he's
can you give us
working
any
on, so
sense of
it'll be interesting.
kind of where your mind's at right now, what you're thinking about, some of the themes or the ideas?
これ言えない
Maybe the name of the game you're working on?
今までのような、こう一歩一歩進むものじゃないんですよね。やっぱりその911の時もそうですけどこのコロナでガラリとあらゆるものが変わっていくものすごいスピードで変わっていくんでそこでエンターテインメントが遅れを取って
Is it going to be a VR game?
それをどう
That'd be
する
interesting.
かというその予測ですね。
They're really building this up, though.
まあ、全くこう宇宙人が攻めてくるとか、そういうゲームであればこの中でも関係ないんでしょうけど、やっぱりこう、社会性の基盤を持ったエンターテインメントっていうのを作りたいですし、皆さんに起こりつつあることをエンタ
That's
ー
a
テイ
good
ンメント
question,
の中
Chef.
で
I have to imagine he
ちょっと
does.
紹介したいというのもあるので今後世の中がどちらの方向に向かっていくかっていうのが今まで以上にすごく急激に変わっていっているのでそこを間違えないように作るというか、そこはすごく神経質になってます今。
I knew it. They're
All
gonna.
right,
Of course they
fair
are.
enough. I tried.
please be silent
Well, Mr.
PlayStation
Kojima,
exclusive,
honestly,
though.
I really do appreciate you making the time
It's
to
Death
stop by
Stranding,
and
yep.
just say hello to everyone. We miss you, and we can't wait to see what you're working on.
Steve suggests maybe it's going to be a Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding mashup. Metal Stranding.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh, wait, one more thing. Are they going to show us
Yeah, it's more Death Stranding.
Death Stranding?
Right.
Deadlier Stranding. Cloco with a good guess.
Unless this is a big tease, but I mean, that's not that thrilling because people already knew there was going to probably be more of that at some point.
Yeah.
Although this does give off some sort of like MGS Metal Gear Solid original vibes, so
I didn't play Death Stranding. Did you?
I didn't
guys?
either. No.
nope. The idea of
heard-
just walking around carrying packages didn't sound appealing.
Yeah, I heard mixed reports.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what they do. This doesn't seem very exciting so far, but could be a
Wait.
surprise.
Oh, I thought that was Master Chief
Is it,
at first.
Master Chief showing up in a
Yeah.
PlayStation Studios game. That'd be-
Like,
that'd be very
wait,
strange.
what?
I wonder if this is going to be a Metal Gear Solid thing, because the whole thing with Solid Snake putting boxes, but
Maybe
just some
co-op?
influence on this.
maybe. Yeah, because that's very much from MGS is the whole box thing.
Yeah. Was
Oh, we have Flower in the chat. Welcome.
Hey, Flower Angel Rave. Very cool of you to be here. That would have been funny if it was Master Chief, though.
yeah, that is a very Metal Gear Solid.
It is, yeah. So, what? Is he just hiding in a box?
Is he just gonna let those oranges go to waste? Those cuties?
Yeah, we could prevent some scurvy with those.
At least they're not lemons.
Oh, yeah, at least. If they were limes, though, that would be okay, apparently. What?
Yeah.
Did you just get in a box and then just get back out of a box?
Measuring the size of the box.
That's not... Oh, that's not exciting.
So are they teasing? It's Death Stranding then.
Yep. It's just more Death Stranding something.
Director's cut.
What? Not even.
That-
Okay.
That's not. That's such a bummer. Like, that's such an announcement. They could have done something great and just to be like, here's a director's cut.
Cloco said that was a Death Stranding unboxing.
Didn't really advertise the game very well though, did it?
Oh, what a huge disappointment.
There you
I
have
mean, they
it.
could have done so
Death
much more here.
Stranding
Oh, well.
Director's cut finally confirmed. I hope I make it into the director's cut. I'm told the full
course.
reveal is just
What?
weeks away. Stay tuned. All right, next. It's my honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary actor who dedicated a whole episode of his Disney Plus show to exploring the world of gaming and has been in games like Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And we're thrilled to have him here at Summer Game Fest. Jeff Goldblum, how are you, my friend?
There he is.
Thank you so much, Geoffrey or Geoff or
King Joffrey.
sorry, I think
Another
it's
Jeffrey.
I know,
maybe
that
it's
was
Jeff.
hilarious.
Hi,
I was
Jeff.
like,
Oh, a lot of Jeff showed up.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, sincerely, for having me here. I'm thrilled to be here. Hey, I was watching your show, and I was wondering if there might be some video game world premieres, as you say. And sure enough, yeah, there is. There is.
Yes, we do like our world premieres around here. Any chance you brought one with you today?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Yes, you could say, yes, I do.
Thank you, Lost
I don't
Trooper.
mind. I've got something here. I'm going to
Do we
read
get a
it
surprise now?
on this. There's a little bit of a
The
teleprompter
Jurassic Park
coming up here, so I'm going to read
crossover
something.
thing.
I don't want to get it wrong. I'm very meticulous about this. So here's a dramatic reading
Hey, very nice.
of this game announcement. Ready? I'm going to make the game announcement right now. Hello. I'm here to welcome you to a very different world. It's going to elevate you to new heights. It's going to submerge you to new depths. Maybe even challenge you to control chaos. Actually, it's going to certainly challenge you to control chaos. It's a world so-called
Bioshocker.
evolved. Take a look at the, you guessed it, world premiere.
Yeah, it has to be some kind of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, there's Jurassic Park. Is that Evolution or something? And you kept on saying Control Chaos. I was thinking, is this Sonic Adventure 2 remake?
Yep.
Sorry to disappoint.
We abused our power.
Yeah, Flower said that in the chat too.
I said it first though.
We played with genetics.
I saw it first, so I trust you.
Toy. We weren't careful. And now, here we are.
Chef says it's the Flintstones.
Is a very
Flintstones Battle Royale. You heard it here first.
If he's in the chat as well now. That's just a sequel.
Evolution 2, okay.
Didn't play the first one. It's this year.
Is that an exciting announcement? That doesn't seem exciting, but is it? Is it for anyone?
That was not coming to Switch, so it's not for me.
This performer's new album, Jubilee, is out now.
No bangers
Crying
yet.
in H-Mart is a
All right.
New York Times bestseller. Here now to perform Glider from the upcoming open world game
Welcome, Sophie.
by Raw Fury and Shedworks.
Welcome to the
It's
stream.
Breakfast.
Yeah, we have Goldblum, no Tom Hanks yet though. That would be
Tom
a
Hanks,
big surprise.
It would be so random.
Okay, do we have to keep talking over this song to avoid copyright claims?
No, but we can turn it down and just kind of chat about what we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Oops.
Been everyone's favourite announcement so far, or least disappointing, or
Least disappointing.
How about all of them as disappointing so far?
I mean, I think the Metal Slug Tactics looks cool. It looks like a fresh take on the series and kind of a nice revival. Wait, this is Sable in the background.
they said
Is it
it's
really?
from Sable.
I missed that part.
Oh, that's funny. That's the game that you were just talking about. How excited you were.
Yeah, so we'll turn it back up when she stops singing. But if there's some Sable announcements, I will freak out. Anyway, what about you guys? Least disappointing so far?
And the new Shantae game announcement.
Oh, jeez.
I live in my own world.
I don't want to be a bummer, but like so far, this has not been very exciting. If I'm being brutally honest, like and every game is there's something for everyone, obviously, but this so far just seems pretty basic. No like surprises.
This feels like the Game Awards.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. What about you, Cody?
Yeah, just Metal Slug Tactics. I think looks interesting at least. I didn't play the original Death Stranding, so I don't think I would play the director's cut, especially not after how exciting that trailer was.
I think
You don't want to hide in a box and then get out of a box.
I do that when I'm off camera.
Predicting a new Terminator game.
Oh.
She says, "I'll be back."
Oh, I was like, wait, what made her think of that? That's so random, but
Yeah, Flower says nothing jumps out to him. Nick, welcome to the chat. So I love. Have either of you played Journey?
Yes.
Okay, Journey is one of my all-time favorite games / indie games. I don't really differentiate with that one. The Sable reminds me a lot of Journey, the desert setting especially. The art style is very different, but like this kind of open world exploration. Journey is a great game. Wait, is that Flower too? Flower's awesome as well.
And it's got Flow on it as well.
I haven't played Flow.
There you go, Flower. There you go, Flowers in the chat. There's a game named after you.
yeah, it's your game.
Oops.
Sable will be released on September 23rd this year. That's
What?
And to learn more
What?
about this amazing
September 23rd.
Tribeca Game Showcase,
Oh, Sable.
that is
Wait a minute.
tomorrow,
So did we
where
just
Sable
was that a whole thing for
stages
Sable, and
a
we
visual
just
selection
didn't
of the
talk?
I mean, it was
Any of
just the music. September 23rd.
Day of the Devs with
I called
the game
it.
that you were most
I
excited
called it.
live show today, and there are more events coming all weekend and all month, including the Xbox
I thought you just hit your
and
1,000
Bethesda
subscribers.
Games Showcase.
Oh no. Did you see me dancing?
Right now, though, we're
Or
thrilled
crying?
to
That was a
announce the
pretty big
upcoming
exciting.
Western release of a spectacular 3D, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Welcome to the world of Lost
I mean,
Ark.
but that's a weird way to
Smile
show off a
RPG
trailer. I don't know. I
and
mean, I get it was
Amazon
showing. I don't know. This is weird.
It wasn't even really showing gameplay. It was just kind of like a introduction to the world, or the art style even.
Did that get you excited? If you didn't know about Sable, did that get you excited?
Is now.
If you, I mean, I know you can't know because you know about it, but if you
yeah.
had no idea about that,
A
game,
few small touches in there might have, like the motorbike or the hover bike stuff might have gotten me excited because it looks very Star Wars-ish too.
World has been torn once again. The demons have returned. With roaring destruction and waking nightmares.
I like how they matched up the gunfire to the beat there. That was nice.
I didn't hear it. I had to turn off the audio because it wasn't. It was just making it too weird with everyone's voices. So I'm just gonna, you guys are gonna have to like do hand signals to let me know what the music is.
We'll do the captions, sword noises, big monster landing.
It'll be there.
Rap music.
Thanks. This is very helpful.
One of the... It kind of reminds me of Bayonetta from like the distance, the character.
Maybe like an isometric.
Bayonetta tactics.
Everything's just going to be a tactics game at this point.
Coming in the fall.
Since we've seen the new roguelike game.
Yeah.
At least 2 days. Come on.
At least 2.
Lost Ark. Okay. It looks like a game.
Sometimes when you play a game, there's that one thing in your inventory which turned out to be far more useful than you first realized. That's kind of like Prime Gaming. If you're an Amazon
there just needs to
Prime
be
member,
something
most
that
of you
really jumps
probably
out.
are,
Come
you
on,
get a ton of
this is
gaming
it. It's gotta
goodies
be it.
every month. This month, you can download Battlefield 4 and Batman the Telltale series completely free for PC, and there are special in-game benefits and perks in GTA Online, Valorant, Apex Legends, and more that you can unlock. It's awesome value, and honestly, this kickoff show would not have been possible without the Prime Gaming folks believing in my vision for a new way to bring you the news this summer. So, head over to gaming.amazon.com
Fable,
to check out all the perks and
was that
free
Chef that
games,
said?
which change every month.
No, James said Fable. Yeah, I mean, Fable, if they do something with Fable, but they'll most likely save that for the Microsoft conference because that's like one of their biggest properties, so they wouldn't do it during this.
Amazon Gaming actually has some decent deals. Like, I think right now they're running a pretty big game package for free. Like, all the games in it are free. I've gotten Blasphemous, which is like a really big Metroidvania, I think.
Okay, right now I'm honored to be joined
Call of
by
Duty
Johanna
time.
Ferris, the new GM of Call of
Thank you,
Duty.
Jacob.
Johanna, it's so great to have you with
Look at
us
you,
here
man.
on Kickoff Live. Everyone is so excited
You're rocking
about
it.
what Call of Duty's been doing with all these seasons.
985.
Looks like
How
next
many?
week, June
985. I do have it pulled up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, we're super
Dude,
excited. We're super
15. All right, man.
honored to be here, so
I'm gonna
thank
go
you
create
first and
14 other
foremost
accounts
for
for
that.
you.
It's such an amazing time for
I
Call of
want to see you
Duty.
dance and cry,
We're
dang it.
experiencing such transformational growth and dynamism across the entire brand. You know, from premium title releases to everything we'll talk about today. With
Call
Warzone,
of
with
Duty,
mobile, with
and the-
esports, so
All right,
it's
now we're gonna
just
get some-
super incredible, all the work, and shout
Some
out to
big stuff. I
everybody
wonder how
that's
much
helping
indie stuff there really is going to be.
today.
Maybe
I kind of thought there would be more, but I know in like the days running up to it, they've definitely been talking a lot about the Warzone stuff, a lot of bigger titles.
Next week. What can you?
Yeah, I mean, clearly Call of Duty Season 4. So, I mean, obviously, clearly they're massive properties,
Yeah,
so of
we're
course they're going to
stoked.
talk
It's
about that.
What season is Fortnite on now?
content across Cold
It's
War
on Chapter
and
2,
Warzone.
Season
You know, you've
7,
got
so
new
essentially the
weapons, we've
17th
got new
season.
maps,
Holy
we've got
cow.
badass new operators.
If you want to learn more,
Duty,
read
not-
I'm
an
super
article
excited
about
about
it.
the hijack.
Call of Duty, not indie.
Zombies content for everybody.
I
who
think
loves
it's an
that
indie. I
part
think it's made by a
of,
small
the
studio.
gameplay experience. So
Maybe
Publishing
it might be
company,
double A.
Activision.
It's like on the border
here
of
today.
indie and double A.
It's like 1.5 A.
World premiere
Yeah.
trailer.
Oh, another prediction is Hellblade 2,
Look at that now.
because we've seen a more recent trailer of it. So I'm wondering if we'll get some kind of announcement about that.
But Cody, they'll save that for Microsoft because it's Xbox owned now. All those big Xbox ones,
Yep.
they have to knock it out of the park with what they have for exclusivity. So all of those ones that you're thinking won't come until, or will most likely at least won't come until,
Secure the site.
because they need to be able to showcase some, of their own games. Maybe Hellblade Tactics.
Steve says Axiom Verge 2 would be nice. They are doing Axiom Verge 2, aren't they?
Isn't that made by just one guy?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I mean, I haven't beaten the first one yet. That bit's really good, what I've played of it so far.
Hey, Cody, Chef said Fortnite dance at 1,000 subs.
I already have one planned. It's
Fortnite dance.
it's a no, it is. It's a classic. I don't know many dances, but this one I can do fairly well.
Are you going to do a waltz?
God, that looks so fun, and 1 week away.
I can't waltz alone.
All right, well, let's
Yeah.
move on to. You first joined Activision.
No, you're
gonna get me
Call of
dance I
Duty
can do.
esports, and we're going to talk a little bit now.
Does that count as a dance, or is it just moving your body? I guess that's dancing.
I guess, yeah.
Law, don't you? The YMCA, there we go.
There you
First
go.
of all, tell us what is World
American
Esports?
staple.
Yeah, we're super
You're welcome.
excited.
You're
about
welcome,
it. It's
world.
really
We've given you
exciting
YMCA
for us
and
to
McDonald's.
have competitive Call of Duty.
You remember
We've
the
got great
video, The
success going with
Evolution
Call
of
Duty League,
Dance?
and now we've
Oh
got
yeah,
some of the
that was like one of the first
You should do that.
viral videos. Well, I wasn't planning to practice.
since it's launched, right? So
I don't have time to practice.
But you
Yeah.
were planning it. You just said you planned to dance.
It's a simple dance. You'll know it when you see it, if you see it.
I know. There's a lot of pressure. Have you gone up past 985 yet?
Coming up very
Still
soon,
985.
looks like
come on,
Twitch
people.
Rivals is going to be a part of this.
Head,
We are
shoulders,
honored
knees,
to
and
be in
toes.
partnership with Twitch.
Lady Swagtastic is now following on Twitch. Thank you.
Partnering
Hey.
with Twitch Rivals, who's already done so much to really
All the
put
growth.
competitive Warzone on display. So
Maybe I
couldn't be in
can
better
email
partnership
Jeff
there,
Keighley
and,
since we
we're
spell our
excited to
names
have
the same and
everybody
tell
tune in.
him to transfer all
There is
streams
one
to your
thing,
stream.
though, that everyone has been talking about
He-
online, and that's
subscribe.
He can raid us after the stream is over. He can send all the traffic here.
of the World's Resort,
Yeah,
at least for the first
that's fair.
event.
Yeah.
I understand
Good job, Dave.
I mean, we're
Look, you broke your pattern, Dave.
Yeah, we love.
We're doing him a favor by
the
restreaming this,
first
so-
of many events to come.
Yeah.
Like I said, these are huge influencers
Yeah,
and
Jeff.
personalities in
Take
Call of
that.
Duty, and they also share our passion
World
for
Series of
competitive Call of
Warzone.
Duty,
All
right?
right,
They
this
really
is-
believe
Oh.
in
going on
the
for a long
promise of
time.
Call
I
of
thought-
Duty.
Opposite of indie, I think.
Level
I thought they were talking about like new characters that they were adding to the game based on popular streamers.
Yep, they're gonna add Tim the Tap Man to Call of Duty 1.
I would play that.
We'll see.
I was going to
Would
say
you?
they'll all be battling out in just a couple weeks.
I mean,
Really exciting.
does Call of
to see
Duty
how much,
need
Call
this
of
much
Duty is
coverage
growing
in one of
this
these?
year-round experience for
No,
everyone.
but they have the most money to
Can't
give
wait
to
see
put
where
it
you're
on
gonna
center
take it, and I
stage.
know,
That is true,
there is a
yeah.
big new mainline game.
But
coming
Call of
later
Duty, I mean,
this
this
year,
is
Indeed. More
it's almost
details
indie. I
to
mean, this looks
share
almost
later
indie.
on,
Look
but,
how indie it feels.
Sledgehammer Games
It's black
is,
and white. It's
you know,
monochromatic. That's
bring
indie,
forth
right?
something truly
Yeah.
incredible. So we're
This actually reminds me of the longest road on Earth.
There will come a time and a place for that. All right, Johanna, thank you so much for joining.
That was a black and white game that I reviewed recently.
Game Fest kickoff to go.
It was
Your
pixel
review's
art.
doing quite well of that, though. Aren't you over 1,000 views on
Joining
it?
us, my fellow Canadian.
It's because it's on
Hey,
a
Ryan.
not so well spoken of website. I mean,
Why
well,
don't you,
Detective Pikachu.
Cody, just accept that you have a video that's doing well, man. It's not your fault. You didn't put it on a bad website. You made the content. Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds. That's weird.
Instead, no, I'm making. I'm telling you to talk
Oh,
about.
yeah.
is he here to talk about Mint Mobile?
Remember those things? Of course you don't. Look, I have a new movie coming out August 13th.
I forgot you
called
had
Free
Detective
Guy.
Pikachu, you're right,
And in this
Dave.
movie, I play an NPC character in a popular open world video game until I break free and I realize that.
I don't know.
it
Yeah, this
kinda
does feel
sucks
like the Game
to be
Awards. You're right. It's just a lot of
lone
celebrity
background
stuff,
character on
a lot of big
endless
announcements.
Walk cycle. So now here's one of those world premieres.
Oh, strap in,
It's the
boys. We
first
got a
ever
long time
look at
still.
our cast on the big screen this August.
do it.
And honestly, it's been so long I can't even remember who's even in this movie. I didn't say that. I'll cut that out. Yeah, I'll do it right now.
My name's Guy. I thought I had everything I needed.
Mondays, am I right, Joe?
You said it, Guy.
Dude, Cody, I tried it. It didn't work.
Put these on.
In the chat.
What'd you try?
Look in the chat.
We've got movie trailers in this Game Fest now.
easy way to say this.
That's super weird.
Look in the chat. I tried it. Nothing happened.
Oh, there it is. Look again.
What do you mean? Nothing's here.
Was going to destroy it.
Are we talking
Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it now.
absolute troll.
I don't know why it takes a second. Streamlabs.
I see it now. See, that never happened before. When I tried it, I never hit enter. I realized you have to hit enter. So
I mean, that's how chat works, Geoffrey. You should know.
I've never.
You should know better.
I have 3 words for you. Blue shirt guy.
This guy is outskilling all these players. I've never seen anything like this. Who the hell even knows who this blue shirt guy is?
He's also really cute.
The game wasn't even made for someone like this.
So I can't tell. Are these popular streamers actually in the movie?
Nope.
Sure. Oh, is this the one called Hero Down? Huh?
Guy.
Free Guy.
There was I was watching,
That was fun
if you guys are
seeing,
familiar with the channel
Ninja
Beat 'em
Bumpy
Ups,
Jackson,
Wood
the
Hawker,
guy
he was
like
talking
that.
about
Guys
this
cool
yesterday
being
in a
Free
podcast
Guy.
that he is in a
Ryan
movie.
had to
So
say
no,
it,
that
I
wasn't
can't
that
say it
though.
yet.
So,
All right,
never
up
mind.
next, it won multiple
JK.
awards at the Game Awards, and Among Us just keeps going. Now it's
This
time to
is
hear from Innerslav
indie.
on what's coming next.
The movie?
No, Among Us.
Oh,
I do
yeah. I mean, not
we're out
it is, but it's yeah. That's okay. I think it's all the different time zones too.
Yeah.
I feel like is Among Us actually indie anymore though? Like it is, but it's become like Fall Guys. It's so massive now. That,
Yeah, it's a cult indie. I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, but it is interesting. I don't know if you guys knew, but like what is the developer? Something Sloth.
Inner Sloth.
Yeah, thank you. The game came out in what, like 2018, and nobody played it or much until streamers picked it up this year, last year. So it didn't do well at all for 2 years, which is crazy that it's now like this massive phenomenon. So good for them, you know.
Lots of fun ahead. And speaking of Among Us, last year you may remember the very rare Jeff Keighley mask was available as a Twitch drop around the Game Awards, never to be seen again. In fact, I often hear on Twitter from people who get booted from games with the mask because folks think that they're hacked. Well, never fear. Today, the mask is back. Just head to Twitch, connect your account, and watch 15 minutes or more of Kickoff Live to get your very own Jeff Keighley mask once again, and then it goes back into the vault. I don't know what's going on. All right. Speaking of independent developers, now I'm
Do
very
people still play Among Us?
Summer Game Fest, the head of
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation, a legend
it's probably
in
a
his
lot
own
bigger
right,
YouTubers.
who has some exciting things to share.
I have not ever played it. I have it.
It still gets played, but people don't really talk about it much anymore. People seem to think it doesn't get played, like with Pokemon Go.
Oh, it gets played. Yeah, a lot of bigger YouTubers play it with like the channel Outside Xbox, Outside Extra, Eurogamer. They all play it together in like live streams, so it's definitely still big.
Head of PlayStation Indies.
It's very exciting to get to meet with these talented
what are they?
studios, which sometimes can be one person or a small group of friends, to help nurture their ideas and bring them to the PlayStation fans. One example is from Finji, who has been working with
That comes out today. Or it came out today. Chicory.
To publish their
Tunic was another one that I predicted.
A colorful tale.
From Finji.
Chicory released today, and
This looks like a Sophie game.
Oh yeah, this is the oh, you said Chicory, yeah, that's right.
Use their painting powers.
This came out today, you said?
So puzzles.
Oh, nice. On all platforms or just on PC?
I think on all platforms.
Check out Chicory A Colorful Tale on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 after
You put this in your didn't you put this in your
As a huge
upcoming
Soulspawn Games fan, I totally enjoyed the
It was announced the day I was like making the video.
Sanctuary a few years ago.
Oh, okay. I don't watch your videos.
The developers Studios
I know that at this
been
point.
hard at work on
I've
new
got a couple of your videos,
which I'm
Geoffrey,
proud
on my
to
watch
present
later
to
list
you.
still.
Salt and
should have watched them by now.
sacrifice.
But it's
I will watch them later, don't worry.
Kind of sucks that we can't talk about them, but. Wait, did they say this is a new Salt and Sanctuary?
Ooh, that's exciting.
That's cool.
Salt Sanctuary is great. Did you guys play that?
I haven't. I've only heard really good things about it though.
It's to not. I know it's everyone hates hearing this, but it's basically like a 2D Dark Souls or Bloodborne, but it's really really good. It's on Switch, Dave, and you can try.
Oh, from the creators.
Yeah, it's a really fantastic game. Very polished.
So different classes. I like that. An RPG of sorts.
I drank the Mage Bane.
It's good.
This also looks kind of Souls-like.
I mean, if it's from the creators, they must be maybe from the same universe as Salt Sanctuary, because that game had life on PC for a long time before coming to console. And
Maybe it's like Pepper and Temple or something like that.
Is it called Salt and what?
I think we need to end the stream now.
I tried.
That was unacceptable. I'm gonna call Jeff and tell him not to bring all the traffic to you.
Which Jeff though, Keeley or Goldblum?
Touche.
But together,
Yeah, both.
Ooh, co-op.
And confirm on the
There it
Switch.
is. Yeah, Salt Sanctuary. It's a good game. You should get it.
Well, I guess we'll have to play that before whatever this is comes out.
Dave, you like punishing games, even though you've never beat Cuphead, so you should.
I've
play
beaten
that.
Cuphead.
Salt and Sacrifice.
This one's not coming to Switch though.
No.
Well, you can play the first one.
PlayStation. I have a PS4. I
Thanks,
could do a
and that's
Sony
not
Sunday
all.
on
Today
it.
We're also able to share with you a brand new
Yeah.
trailer from
Okay.
the upcoming
That's cool. Wow. So they got
Annapurna
Salt and
RPG game,
Sacrifice.
Solar Ash,
Pepper
which
and
is coming to
Sacrifice.
Add
PlayStation.
this to my
Ooh,
watch
Solar
list.
Ash too. This is one that my friend Vegathron is really excited about because it's from the same people that did Hyper Light Drifter.
Ooh.
Solar Ash.
I'm behind. I'm still like 15 seconds behind, so you guys tell me what the game is, and I don't even know what it is yet.
Oh, Cuphead 2.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, it definitely has that same art style. That's right. Did you guys play Hyper Light Drifter?
I still haven't.
One I see it pop up a lot, but I never really got around to it. Also, Shadow of the Colossus.
I wonder if that's what it's going to be like.
Yeah, Nick, I knew you would love this art style. Anything with giant
Valheim
animals.
for consoles would be cool. Yeah.
It is still in early access, though, isn't it?
But Xbox has their game preview, and that's where they release a lot of games. So they could do Valheim on Xbox Game Preview.
That would be massive. That would be massive.
PlayStation again. Solar Ash.
Is this still a PlayStation Indies?
Mm-hmm.
That looks so great.
They're going to get a lot of exclusivity out of this conference, then, I guess.
It just shows what I do, because like I keep seeing like PlayStation exclusive, and I'm like, oh no! But even though I've got a PS4,
You just don't want to play it.
my two favourite games on the PS4 are called Netflix and Disney Plus.
You've used that joke so many times, Dave.
That's the first time for me.
Cody's audience.
Dave, have you beat Cuphead before?
No.
Wait, isn't this Chivalry 2 that Geoffrey just reviewed on his channel?
Oh, look. That's timely. Oh, perfect. That means this video will get a lot of traffic now.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and talk about your video.
No, that would be weird.
So Geoffrey just put out like a 5 things you need to know video about Chivalry 2. So if you're interested in learning more, I think it looks really cool. His video, is it the most recent on your channel?
Yeah, I mean, it's done well. It's got almost 5,000 views, which I'm super grateful for. But then some of the bigger outlets put out their video like a little bit after, so it'll probably get buried. But if you guys want to learn about Chivalry 2, it's on all Xbox platforms, PlayStation, and PC. It's a first-person medieval melee simulator. It's really punishing. It is not an easy game by any means. Like, I played it last night, and it is very challenging. Because a lot of these games look like you can just button mash, but you can't. You have to be strategic.
Oh, yeah.
And people are really good. So, yeah, thank you, Cody. Check out the video. Let's bury the other bigger channel.
They don't deserve the spotlight anymore.
No, they do.
What did it get? An 8 out of 10 from IGN? IGN jokes. Sorry.
Man, you're getting real salty here. You're getting real salt and sanctuary here.
Salt and sacrifice.
This month, Valorant from Riot celebrated.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun. It's really hard.
Is it multiplayer?
It's not on Switch.
So I have PS4. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all online multiplayer.
Through June 25th.
So,
this is all leading up to
there was a game on PC, Cody, called Mordhau. Have you heard of that? Okay, similar game. A lot of people on PC talked about it, like they were talking about Valheim, a really big like medieval game.
Yeah.
There will also be a new agent. Who could
it
be?
Whatever.
Here's your
Do what
first
you want.
very, very exclusive but very, very quick tease.
All right, Jeff, bring some Silk Song.
Messed up his lines.
Later this month during Summer Game Fest.
We need some Silk Song for Cody.
This isn't Silk Song.
Say very brief, didn't he?
Hey, we have
Valorant.
Hey, Moro, what's going on?
Yeah, welcome, Moro.
I told you it was very, very quick. All right, warring PMC factions face off against
Moro
each other.
says Geoffrey voice is a little low.
The
Cody,
popular
fix it.
multiplayer first-person shooter video game developed by Battlestate Games. Today, we've got an exclusive new look.
I don't know why I said that so like demanding. I'm so sorry.
Cody,
I didn't mean for that to sound like that.
Fix it now.
Cody, fixed it. Got 12 people here. That's awesome.
Let me see Call of Duty already.
Yeah, what is this? Interesting. Huh. Does it say PlayStation? Did anyone see? If you guys ever played the Resistance games on PlayStation, that's what this looks like. Resistance 1, 2, and 3. Are you going to show us that you have Resistance?
Of course he is.
Guys, I have it. It's right here.
I bought this for £1.
Yeah, it does look like Rainbow Six. There's another... I don't know if it's indie. It might be AA, but I think it's called Flashpoint. It looks very similar to this. I think Flashpoint is the name.
You guys want to know how often I play this?
How often?
Got the seal on it.
Oh, a lot then, yeah. It could be, there is a new Rainbow Six called Rainbow Six Extraction that they just announced.
Is that like a new mode?
I don't know. Yeah, I just saw a trailer, like a brief, like tweet for it. I mean, you're right. That Operation Flashpoint or whatever it's called, that does look like this. You're right. It could be something like that.
Because it definitely, I remember watching that trailer and they were like tilting the gun like you do in Rainbow Six.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it could be. Certainly, yeah. There you go, Dave. Nikki in the chat said, Nick said you guys would get along.
I'm sure we would, yeah. But do you have a ton of games that you've never played? that is the thing. That's what you got to do. Just never play them.
I have a ton of games that I've only half played, or I'm like a chapter or two away from finishing because I had to review them and move on to the next one. Escape from Tarkov.
That just gets worse when having a channel. It's just you play a little bit and then you move on. You play some, you move on. You don't get to play all of them.
Yeah, never get around to it.
I still haven't finished Backbone.
That's a massive game for PC, but there's a lot of controversy behind that game. Like a lot. It's not apparently. I don't know details, but apparently it's a developer that's not the best to support because of some really shady practices and bad things they've done. I've heard a lot of videos about it that they're very single-minded about certain things. Let's just say. So be careful who you support, is what I'm saying.
We're excited to share the first.
But you all know who you should support: Cody and Dave.
My goodness.
Wait, did they say this was 2 Point Campus? Sophie would like this, right?
Oh yes, this is a Sophie game.
This honestly could be a me game too. I really loved games like The Sims, so I think I would love 2 Point Hospital too.
Did you, Cody? Did either of you guys grow up playing like any of the theme games or like you said, the Sim games? Then
in Park, I had.
I played The Sims 3 and 4 a ton.
Sophie's in the chat now saying 2 Point Campus. Oro says
we summoned her.
I'd love to see Bully.
Yeah, Bully 2 would be interesting. Fortnite edition. 2 Point Hospital, people really seem to love it, especially if you were a fan of like Theme Hospital. It is on Game Pass though, which is cool.
And it seems like they're constantly adding new iterations to it, like new DLCs. I think that's really cool. Kind of similar to The Sims.
It is cool though. Yeah, it keeps those games going for a long time.
I'm going to end up showing every single one of my games, aren't I?
Yeah. Hey, during the next commercial, can you just run us through your entire collection?
I know,
like
just
the next concert.
When gets mentioned, if I own it, I will show it.
Yeah. Oh look, Ladies Swagtastic is doing it. Is now from the Twitch doing it, chatting to practice it. That's cool. How awesome is that? Ladies Swagtastic, you're very supportive. It's very cool.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. It's really cool that a bunch of people are coming and stopping by. Thank you guys for being part of this. Help Cody get to 1,000 so he can dance and cry.
Just mentioned Castlevania. I think it was a Netflix show he mentioned.
Oh, new Castlevania.
Oh,
I have heard that anime is really good though.
I've seen the first season of it. It's good.
It's so violent. Like it's unbelievably violent.
Really,
it's ridiculous. Like you wouldn't expect it to be, and it really is.
I'll also sit down with the team behind Arcane, the League of Legends animated show coming later this year, and we might also have updates on the Witcher live-action Resident Evil series.
There's still the Resident Evil Reverse, the multiplayer component that's supposed to be coming out this summer, apparently.
Speaking of Netflix, there's the Sonic Prime, isn't it? The show.
Is hosting a free virtual
John, thank you for the 6 dancing women there, or men.
And the people who make the show.
It's hard to tell. 6 dancing emojis.
Comics,
the 6 dancing emojis.
Movies, zombies, animation, sci-fi.
Cuphead show. Oh yeah, there is a Cuphead show coming.
Is there?
Oh yeah.
Yes, there is. I remember seeing that.
Is the studio MDMH or whatever? Are they going to participate in like making the art for it? Do you know?
I can't remember.
Because that'd be cool.
It's only the more recent Mickey Mouse cartoon. It kind of looks like that, I think.
So much to get geeked about.
Nice. Very cool.
So that was just a Netflix commercial?
Coming up next is
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Love it.
Why does this have to be cringy?
We're nearly an hour in, and, you know, I think for me so
Smite
far.
enters its 9th year. It's time to go.
Nothing. This. Oh, now we got Smite. We got some MOBA stuff right now.
Is Smite's PC on? Well, no, Smite's on consoles, right?
It's on all consoles as well.
Yeah, I have played a little bit of Smite, not too much.
Do you like it? Do you care for MOBAs? Because I know they're pretty impenetrable sometimes.
I feel like Smite was. It was a little overwhelming when I jumped in, just with the amount of characters that were already in the game, and I feel the same way about League of Legends. I've never played League of Legends, but that's why, because it's too overwhelming at this point.
Yeah. I just read John's comment. Did I miss any good games? And I just laughed.
Well, you missed Sable. Sable's the big one that I predicted, coming out September something.
Yeah, even though the trailer was a disappointment, because we didn't even know that was going to be a actual trailer for it.
Yeah, the trailer was disappointing, but I'm psyched for Sable.
So what type of a game is it supposed to be? Like, what actually is the gameplay supposed to be like?
Like open world exploration, more like abstract narrative. I think similar to Journey style narrative adventure.
So Cody, now that you have a Switch, well, actually, I guess the game is on PC. But have you played A Short Hike yet?
I still haven't, and
you really should. I mean,
I know.
It's a great game. You'll like it if you like those laid back.
And it's so short.
Live stream available.
Yes.
Like a 6 out of 10.
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Let's begin.
You beat that so fast, Dave.
Yeah, I went to get lunch, and I came back, and you were like talking to the last person.
But Dave, you should have. There's so much more you could do in that game to like take your time with. I'm surprised you flew through it.
I didn't know that going in that house at the end would just come up with the end credits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really didn't make that very clear.
Is this what is this? Oh, is this one of those was Kingdom Come Deliverance? Or is this just like a showcase of a studio's games or something?
They kind of look like different games.
Are they just showing games already
Is
out?
that who you are?
My purpose makes
So,
me
Dave,
who I am.
Cody, what would you rate this presentation an hour in? If you had to.
I finally have the feeling we're doing
Let's-
something.
I'd probably give it.
Be honest, man. This is about honesty.
I'd give it a 9. I feel like you guys are gonna hate me. Think I'm overhyping it.
Wait, why?
Sable, dude. Sable. I've been waiting years for Sable. So that alone, it's like everything else is like down here, and then Sable's way up here, so it's like meet in the middle. That's a 9 out of 10. And 2 Point Campus, I think, was a pretty nice addition too.
We kind of already knew about 2 Point Campus, though.
I didn't.
Yeah, none of this stuff is really a surprise so far. Dave, what would you rate it so far?
Me personally, I don't know. It's nothing really's been for me.
Todd, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm not saying the games are all bad. They're just not for me.
I'm really excited to have this little last edition.
I'm very glad I'm watching this with you guys because I'm enjoying our time together. But if I was watching this on my own, I probably wouldn't still be watching.
You'd be on your phone or something.
It'll be background.
I agree with you, Dave. Yeah, it just hasn't had those hooks. I mean, yeah, there's still some really cool games here and there, but overall, it just seems like a lot of this was people already knew about.
It's coming this fall only to Xbox,
That's okay.
PC,
We still got
Game Pass on
6 hours left.
I would have kind of preferred it if it was just trailer, not in between bits as well.
That's where it does kind of feel like the Game Awards, you're right, where it's just like the montage of all sorts of things.
Against alien hordes to unlock perks, weapons, and new ways to play.
But hey, we're having fun. We got people here. Thank you guys for hanging out, which is awesome.
Yeah, we have a lot of people here. Thank you guys. We have 6 on Twitch. How many do we have on YouTube?
13.
13. How many likes?
-4.
18.
You got 18 likes, man.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
This is great.
Oh, wow.
So good job. What's this? Ooh, this looks unique. It looks like Portal mixed with like Prey.
It's just a zany shooter, isn't it?
What the heck?
This is odd.
Is it like Left 4 Dead in space, but with like cartoon characters? Interesting.
This is not good.
I don't know that I love the animation style of this. It seems very generic.
No stopping, no shooting, just
It's like almost that washed out kind of blocky, not blocky, but like I don't know.
And just like the way that the enemies are interacting with like the shots and stuff, it seems weird.
Really?
Did you guys ever play a game called? It came out maybe a year or two ago called Earthfall.
Never heard of it.
No.
So it was. If you guys are familiar with Left 4 Dead, it's basically Earthfall was like an alien version of that, but it was very like basic and simplistic, kind of janky, like this looks.
The Anacrusis.
Anyway.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Thank for that, Chet, and the team at
Team Fortress in space, yeah. Flower Intergrave, that would be. Isn't Team Fortress 2 still like raging even to this day?
I think probably just because I haven't made a Team Fortress 3, right?
Oh, that's Valve for you.
Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
One day in 20 years.
Portal 3 and Left 4 Dead 3. They don't like threes, do they?
No. Although Back 4 Blood is coming out this October, and it's from the Turtle Rock, the same people that made Left 4 Dead.
Although in their defense, like third games usually don't perform as well. Mass Effect 3, people hated the ending.
6 of these expeditions.
What was the other one I was thinking of?
Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't do as well as the first two mainline Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah.
Witcher 3 got Game of the Year.
Oh, Witcher 3 was... Yeah, Witcher 3 was really good.
There and visit game studios again. I miss
Call of Duty 3? I don't know.
Check out the special deep
Super Metroid is Metroid 3. I think
Super Mario Brothers 3, everyone hated that.
Summer Game Fest.
Cody, I think your argument's falling apart real quickly now.
Well,
I think it's a myth. Even after Half-Life 2, they did like Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and Episode 2, so they didn't have the 3 name. Even then they stopped at 2.
The next installment of the Fast Saga arriving.
I mean, it's probably a lot to gamble on a franchise that, like, you're just not sure how it's going to do to put up the money for something that could a new IP be better off trying something completely different. But
wait, another 3 that people hated, Fast and Furious 3, which was Tokyo Drift, right?
Yeah, they didn't even put the 3 on it.
Which, I'll be honest, it's my favorite. It's my favorite Fast and Furious.
But it's the only one I've not watched, actually. This Rocket League.
I've never heard of Rocket League.
I've never...
Just saw cars and a giant...
Never played.
Why do they just keep showing things for games that are out? Yeah, it's Rocket League.
No, they said this was something about Fast and Furious. Is it? Oh, it must be like a mashup.
It's a crossover. They're pretty good at doing crossover stuff.
Yeah.
They've done that. They've done a lot this year. They've done like Ford, NASCAR. I think they did an
crazy.
Indy.
They have now to do that.
Play soccer seems like the right
But that's
idea.
because Rocket League or Psyonix, the developer, was bought by Epic, so they can afford to do that
Last
now.
year, a new Swedish company named Shark Mob released a teaser for their first
Clock in the chat says the mobile game Hit 3's the puzzle game. That's pretty funny. Hey, you're up to 20 likes on YouTube now.
Let's go. Still at 985 subs though.
What? If anyone is here and you have not subscribed to Cody Into Game Pulse, now is your day to do it.
Trying to get 2,000.
See him dance.
Or if you just like the content. I mean...
Nope, not for that reason.
You don't have to sub.
For centuries we
You have to.
But you'll be rewarded with a nice dance if you do.
And a fantastic content creator who cares about you.
What is this?
Cyberpunk 3.
We have influenced your society.
I'll play it.
Oh,
Lemons is here.
Lemons.
Welcome, Lemons.
Well, I've got lemons.
Or if you want to see Cody cry. Yeah, actually, both at the same time.
I just said hello to Limes. I'm sure he's gonna appreciate that. You got 15 here now on YouTube. You're doing great. This is awesome.
I like the look of this.
Is this Infamous? Does anyone remember Infamous from PlayStation 3?
That's been a while, right?
Yeah, but this
like 2012
like
maybe?
DLC called Infamous Festival of Blood that was like a vampire themed one. That's what this looks like. This looks right up my alley.
I could reach out for Infamous, but I can't be bothered.
I can't be bothered.
Just know
too much going on right now.
I'm calling it. I'm calling Infamous something. This looks cool. It's like cyberpunk mixed with vampires. Oh man, I'm digging it.
Oh, we got another one, 986. Thank you, kind stranger.
Nice job, stranger. What is this? Just tell us the name. It looks cool.
Blood Hunt?
Yes, vampires. Oh man, that looks awesome. I'm down. Game of the year. Calling it.
actually won't have to
Oh,
wait
it's
long.
Vampire the Masquerade.
now.
So it's the Vampire the Masquerade property.
Closed alpha
Interesting.
PC test available
That looks
on
sweet.
July 2nd.
Okay.
Thank you, awkward silence.
Next, the latest
The stream
horror
gets a
game
20 out of
series
20 now.
creators of Until Dawn.
See, I'm not the only one.
Nope, you're right, Cody. I get it. It's 9 out of 10 now.
Game features American and Iraqi soldiers.
Did you really like that game, or are you just hyping it?
Which one?
The vampire one, Blood Hunt.
Reveal of the monsters.
No, I'm not. I know. I'm not being. I'm not kidding. That looks like a perfect blend of like powers and vampiric stuff, but like a dark kind of grimy world. It looks great.
Dude, this looks like it's right up your alley.
Rock Pictures Anthology.
Oh yeah, this is the new one. This one doesn't look very. I didn't like the. Many of these games in this one. Did you guys play Until Dawn?
Yes.
What do you think?
I don't know. I asked you that.
That's not an indie game, is it?
Top shelf. I'm not reaching up there.
I had asked if it was an indie game on a community post because I wanted to play it, and I got like 88% of people saying no. So it's like clearly I'm way off base here.
Yeah, I am looking for an indie horror game to play when I hit 1,000 subs. So if you have any good suggestions, hit me up. I should have tagged you in that. I tagged like 3 people in our Discord about it.
Ouch. That's not cool. Cody, but you're on PC. There's so many horror games on PC that like have never even hit consoles.
I figured you would be a good source though. I'm honestly scared to see what you guys pick.
Ooh, I gotta find the worst of the worst. Something that's gonna make you cringe. There's a game that you could play, but you shouldn't. It's called Agony. It's like yeah, it's one of the worst games ever. Not just how it plays, but like in terms of trying to push the envelope. It's way too bad.
Really?
It's truly like.
Is it too bad to stream?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you want to get like removed from YouTube.
Oh. Do not suggest that.
Or a game.
Trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void.
The worst game ever is Bubsy 3D.
Lemons. Oh, dude, Bubsy's the best. Bubsy 3D is game of the year for that year.
Forever.
Unacceptable.
House
Unacceptable
of Ashes.
Lactose? Did you say lactose?
Me?
The dairy-free game?
I can't see anything.
Oh, Cody, that's a good question. I feel like, oh man, we got to get you something really, really horrifying because that's going to be coming up right this weekend. Very soon, you're going to have to play that.
Well, the latest game arrived
we will see.
And it brings the franchise into stunning.
We want Cody to play a terrible game.
No, I want to play a legit scary game. Like, I want to be scared.
I was thinking, if you wanted a terrible game, what about that War of the Worlds one?
Oh gosh, that's abysmal.
Or what was the baby one that you've shown us before, Dave?
Baby.
Hungry Baby. No, I'm not. Nope.
It's one of the worst games I've ever played.
I mean, Outlast is classic, but that's a dangerous one to sometimes play on YouTube.
Really?
Just
I have heard of that.
There's a lot of lines.
Okay.
Should you need my skills on the battlefield,
Eternal
all
Darkness.
I care for is maintaining peace.
Dave, that's a deep cut. How cool would it be if a Nintendo announced either a remake or a new one?
Oh, yeah, I think it's one that could get an HD remaster.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and
Can't I think of any horror games when
I know. Outside of the obvious ones, I can't.
John mentioned Omori, but I didn't really. Is that like dark horror?
What is it called?
Omori. Omori.
Looking for you.
Never heard of it. I've never heard of that before. Is that just on? I'm assuming that's just on PC.
Is it?
I mean, I've never heard of it before. It couldn't unless it's on like. There's a. I'm trying to think. What's a good one? I mean, Layers of Fear.
No,
the first Layers of Fear is really good.
Okay.
That one's. It's actually a really good game. On top of it, Layers of Fear might be one you really enjoy because it is a good story. It's actually a good game, but the scares are really, really good.
Omori is on all consoles. It came out in December of last year.
What? Hang on.
Have you ever played Little Nightmares 2?
I've never heard of Amori. It has a 10 out of 10 on Steam? Holy cow.
Yes, I have. I did scream at that one twice.
Wait a minute. That's not a scary game, Cody.
It was. A couple parts were.
No, that's like not a scary game, Cody. Like, just saying.
On June 29th.
Amori is not out on consoles. It's on PC as of December. It's not out on consoles yet.
July 6th.
IGDB led me wrong.
Enjoy the game.
If you go to what?
Hey, Nintendo Switch. Hey.
Oh, Sky, that's an Apple Arcade game, right? And Android.
Switch.
One of the things
This looks like the art from Nino Kuni a little bit.
Like this show to introduce you to new developers and
Sky,
studios
Le
games
Petit
deserve the
Prince.
spotlight. That's definitely the case with this next title from a small Swedish studio named Wishfully.
Yeah, File Away Layers of Fear though, Cody. That's a good game.
Layers of Fear. Okay.
The first one. I think you would just enjoy it, even if it wasn't scary. It's a good game.
Feel like a gouache watercolor painting come to life. Here's your first look at the planet of Lana.
You could do something so stupid like Roblox and find a scary game within Roblox.
I have never played Have you played Roblox? I've never played it.
I would feel weird.
Cody, it's not as scary, but it has a spooky setting. But Luigi's Mansion 3 on your Switch.
I can't. Well, yeah, I don't stream from my Switch though. That's the problem.
Also, that's not an indie game, so.
Sorry, indies only. Detention is another good scary game, says Flower. I've never heard of that one. Well, okay, to be fair, I've never heard of many horror games because I try to not pay attention to the genre as a whole.
Flower, Detention is really good. Yeah, they have it on PlayStation 4. It's a really underrated like horror game, like 2D, colorful art, but it takes place in like Vietnam or Taiwan or something. It's a pretty dark like political tale.
Play Remothered. It's horrible bad.
Yeah, Remothered Broken Porcelain. It's broken. You should play that.
Oh boy. What is this one? Actually, I like the look of this.
Here's a question for you. This will help people decide what to give you. So, if you had to choose, I know you don't like horror, but if you had to choose, do you want a horror game that's more, exploration, puzzles, where it's not like you're just running away from monsters, or do you like a kind of game where you have to be constantly running away?
I want the
distinction.
I want this to be up to you guys. I think I actually want to be as scared as I can be. I want you guys to bring your worst. Bring your darkest nightmares to my computer and let me play it live.
Well, to be fair, you said Little Nightmares is scary and it's not, so you'll be scared by like Super Mario.
What is the name of this game? Did they say it?
Sable 2.
Lana. They said it at the beginning. Planet of Lana.
Planet of Lana.
Sable 3.
Yeah.
I probably won't like it as much as Sable 1 and 2.
What a beautiful artistic game.
The reason I asked that, Cody, is just because a lot of horror games that are like first person that you have to like just run away from things can really get super repetitive and you might get frustrated, as opposed to games where it's more exploration and puzzle where you're not just constantly having to retrack the same steps. I just don't want you to feel like on a stream you're just gonna have to keep doing the same thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I would also like a game that like at least someone in the community has played.
Overwatch 2's format is changing to a 5v5.
Layers of Fear. I'll add it to the list.
A fresh look at all of our heroes.
Yes, David is here. Welcome to the stream, dude.
Yet familiar
David.
to fans of our strategic team-based
welcome.
Yeah, it was great to see you guys.
Cody, what games do you have on the list so far? Like, do you have one?
I don't have any. No, I asked. I gave a call out for him, and nobody answered. Well, I guess now John said Omori.
The team is so passionate about
that's on PC at least. So.
He said it's like psychological horror.
One aspect of that is
I'm gonna look up best PC horror games because you have a lot more choices on PC.
So today we're going to be looking at two of those, Baptiste and Sombra.
All right, Cody, you asked for this.
New Overwatch characters, fun. Would Visage be considered indie? I don't know. I don't know what Visage is.
Yeah, so this is Baptiste. And
yes, it's indie.
A lot of new technology
Overwatch
that go
had
into
like
our
a free trial on the Switch last year. I played it. It was fun, but not enough for me to buy it.
Excuse me.
It's really punishing.
In order to get the look that we're going.
Are you guys familiar with the Crooked Man?
A glowing cape and gloves that kind
from The Conjuring 2
give that
movie.
medic or surgeon vibe to him.
The Crooked Man is like this evil ghost character from The Conjuring 2 movie, and they're trying to do a spin-off. But maybe there's a game as well.
Sombra, I think. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, Flower said there was. What were you gonna say, Jeffrey?
For us to update.
Have you? I know. Again, I know you don't play horror, but you're big into PC. Have you heard of Phasmophobia?
Clothing and
I have. Yeah.
Because I feel like that would be. I mean, it's not a story-driven game, but like that. That's more multiplayer. But I feel like you might enjoy that as well. It's supposed to be really good.
It would be. That would be more fun to me if I was like playing with friends.
Yeah, that's true.
First game updated for.
Maybe I can find some PC friends to play with.
To see more
that Friday the 13th game where one plays as Jason.
More later this year on Overwatch 2.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, thanks very much, Aaron.
Cody,
now recently I had
add
a chance to
Alien
play
Isolation
Dungeons
to your
and
list. That game is
Dragons
terrifying.
Is that indie?
That is, yeah.
It's. Oh no, that's not. Yeah, crap. Sorry.
Yeah, because Greg in our community had talked about that. He said he plays a lot of horror games, and he said it's the scariest one he's ever played.
It's terrifying the way they implemented the AI. But yeah, it's not indie.
Maybe I should just play it.
No, it's breaking the rules.
Yeah,
we can't break the rules.
We'll do that at 5,000.
Dark Alliance.
That's not indie. Can I think of any indie games now?
What up, James? I added Detention. Thank you.
Okay.
So you have what do you have on there? Layers of Fear and Detention so far?
I have Visage, Layers of Fear, Omori, The Crooked Man, Detention, Phasmophobia.
Oh no, you get.
Visage would be a really good one to play because there's a lot of puzzles and stuff, and I feel like you'd be good at that because you're smart.
Well, thank you.
Blasphemous.
Oh no.
Is that horror?
Down people.
I don't know, I've not played it.
It's not a horror game. I mean, it has horror overtones, but it's mostly just like a Metroidvania.
Books, especially the Driss Baxter.
Cody, add Blair Witch.
On such an intimate level to the point where
John in the chat said he's watching the trailer for Visage and he thinks I would pee my pants playing it.
It's terrifying, Cody. Like, it's downright, it has moments where you're like, I don't want to proceed. You know how much I love horror games, right? And so there's moments where I couldn't even proceed forward because it was, nope, change of plans. Cody.
What?
Here's the game you need to add. Infliction Extended Cut. Infliction Extended Cut. One of the most terrifying first-person horror games ever. The audio design is like the audio design is so freaking crazy. Where like you'll hear little moans, you'll hear like something from the back, and it like you know how much I love horror. And that game, like, there's moments where I would play it late at night. And I would just get to a room, and because of the soundscape, I literally had to shut the game off because it was that oppressive.
Oh, I'm actually getting a little nervous just talking about these games.
Okay, put that on your
I did.
Extended cut.
I've added it. If you guys,
that in the chat?
Yeah, if you guys are in the chat and you want to add, or you want to vote on which game I play at 1,000, join the Discord. The link is below in the description. We're a friendly group. But you guys can do your worst to me by voting on the horror game that I play. John said he wants to see me play Infliction. John has played it.
John,
all right, summer game
right?
Kickoff
You have to like Visage is incredible, and it is, but like Infliction Extended Cut takes out some of the frustrating gameplay moments, and it's just pure terror. I had to wear like 4 diapers when I played it.
Battlefield 4. It's this month.
Oh, Cody, yes. John agrees. We need to see you play that. It would be so hilarious because you might die.
Okay, when we hit 1,000, I'll put it to a vote in Discord.
Those only in Battlefield moments still hold up.
Dave, you and I have to go create 5 accounts right now. Go.
Redeem your free copy right now if you are an Amazon Prime member.
Oh, it's so scary.
Watch the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase for the first.
Cody, shameless self-plug. I have a video on it. Watch it and see what you think of it.
I don't want it to be spoiled though.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, you gotta go into it blind.
Yeah.
Your first look.
Well, if I go into it blind, I won't see any of the jump scares.
Switch logo.
Haha, that was very funny, Cody. Jokes. I heard your joke before Dave interrupted.
I know everyone missed it because Dave was trying to talk over me. I guess he doesn't remember rule number 2.
Well, we've all broken it with our drinks, so.
Monster Hunter game.
Ugh, stop it.
Another one.
We don't need. There's already 50 of them. What is this? Interesting. Is it a Monster Hunter game?
Yeah.
Oh, is it like the story-based, like,
yeah, I think so.
World of Monster Hunter or something?
I only know this was Monster Hunter because they said Rathalos, and Rathalos is in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, this looks very different from typical Monster Hunter, right?
I know Glenn from Switch Up, he's big on Monster Hunter. He'd be peeing himself at this probably.
If he had a diaper, it wouldn't be a big a deal. Dave, you know a lot about Switch. I feel like you should start a channel.
He saw this coming?
No, I should, shouldn't I?
We won't let you awaken it.
I play Switch games Monday to Saturday.
And Sundays for Sony.
I turn the PlayStation on a Sunday.
Cody, have you played your now? I know you play when you travel, but do you play your Switch really or okay?
No. I bought it for pretty much just for vacations, just for something like to relax with. But when I'm home, I just game on PC.
Are you gonna bring it when you go on your trip you were telling me about? The upcoming one?
I don't even know. I probably will to play on the plane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, this legendary rock band hits the road this summer.
Weezer.
Hella mega tour with Green.
Sorry, spoilers.
But first, they
Chef said Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Wait, is that an actual game, Chef?
Yes, you
Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion.
What?
Is that real?
So turn it up.
What?
Premiering their brand new
Cody, my phone's just alerted me that you're streaming.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Is Weezer.
Wait, Wave Break.
Notification.
I have a first impressions of Wave Break going up maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning.
So if you want to bomb it, you should play this game.
Spoiler alert. I almost got sick rewatching the footage while I was editing it.
Are you serious?
It's very... I don't know what it is. I've never gotten motion sick playing a game ever.
Don't watch this then, Cody.
Yeah, don't watch right now, just in case they show gameplay. Although, Cody, this might help your video do really well if they're showing the game at least. Oh, Cody, don't watch it. Turn away. Seriously.
It's just like there's a lot of spinning, there's a lot of bobbing up and down, and there's so much camera shake. It's...
Oh. Can you turn off the screen shake or camera shake in the settings?
You can turn off the camera shake, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe the combination, you're right, of like the water physics, and then you're right, that's a lot to have happen at one time.
I didn't even realize while I was playing it. All of a sudden I was like, I feel seriously ill. I need to stop immediately.
Oh jeez, man, I'm sorry that happens. Well, if you want to get nauseous, Wave Break is the game for you. You heard it here.
I do have some good things to say about it though, so do watch the video. Thank you, Jacob, for following on Twitch.
Interested to see what other reviewers think of it if it happens to them as well.
I think Leon from I Love Indies is also saying something about it in his weekly rundown of indie games that came out this week.
Nice.
So I will be kind of directing people towards that. I don't know of anyone else.
Have any other games made you feel nauseous?
Never. I've played first-person shooters. I've obviously played a lot of Rocket League, which the camera settings in Wave Break are really similar to Rocket League. Like you can adjust the height of it, the angle, the depth of field, or your width of your angle of vision, I guess. But no, this is the first one that's made me sick.
But the frame rate in Rocket League is, I mean, it's 60 FPS at least. So I wonder if any of it is just some lower frame rates on the watery, physicsy stuff might just...
It was...
You know, it's not as much as Rocket League probably is.
Yeah, I was playing it at 60, though. I was playing Wave Break at 60, yeah.
Oh. Shoot, well, I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on it, because it looks really fun, but that could be a deterrent for a lot of people. The one game for me that gets me is Sea of Thieves.
Similar thing, then, on the water.
A really fun game, but when you're on the boat and it's just like bobbing, you do get that same sensation if you're motion sick.
The one made by Rare.
Yeah, it's a good game, but it's just the same idea. It can make you nauseous just the way the boat is so like, I guess like an ocean works.
Yeah, One Up James said Narita Boy made him feel strange. Do you know what it was about Narita Boy? Because I felt like that was a pretty standard, like 2D platformer. It does have a lot of flashing lights, though. Maybe it was that.
Well, yeah, because that game did have... Yeah, it kind of has like those flashing screen effects too with like the... Maybe it's those kind of things? Because then Flower Angel Rave said Yonder, the Cloudcatcher Chronicles, set my motion sickness off pretty bad. Wait, so Flower, I'm really curious about Yonder, because that's just like a pretty simple 3D farming type game. So what was it about that? I'm really curious.
Game released tomorrow on PC, Nintendo Switch,
Interesting.
music streaming platforms.
We were playing, my wife and I were playing Spyro, like the Reignited trilogy, and we got through almost all of the games, but then there was an underwater section that she started to get nauseous, so we had to stop playing. So yeah, same idea.
From Amplitude. We showed a brief
Thank you, Fallen Star Chaser, for following on Twitch.
Well, here's an extended look at Endless Dungeon.
Endless Dungeon.
There you go.
Endless Dungeon.
We're stuck in this rack.
Cody, how many subs?
Still at 986. If you're watching on Twitch and you haven't subscribed on YouTube, please consider it. We're approaching 1,000 subscribers, at which point I will dance and maybe cry.
And he'll play horror games, and then he's also going to start streaming Fortnite on Twitch, Monday to Friday.
A lot of changes coming in 14 more subs. Be the change you want to see.
Use turrets to protect that unstable dust bomb we call the crystal. Because it's their catnip.
So is there other things that we want to talk about, or we should be talking about?
Endless Dungeon, maybe?
Yep.
This looks like an indie game, right?
Sega.
Clue number 3.
Sega's indie.
It kind of does look like an indie game, though.
Even if
Oh, we got one more sub on YouTube. Thank you.
Yay!
everything by yourself.
Maybe all these AAA games are trying to be like, maybe we should copy indies because they're actually really creative and good.
Wait, Lemon Dad. Isn't that Chef?
That's Lemons.
Oh, that's Lemon.
No, that's Lemons. Or no, it is Chef. You're right. Yeah.
If you've got all that going, but you
Thank you, Lemon Dads.
Flower Angel Rave said about Yonder making her sick, it was just the way the world moves around you. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so maybe just like a camera control thing. So you're at 988 now, huh?
Well, 987.
Tonight, if you're lucky enough to have a PS5, you're probably getting ready to play Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I've been playing.
Cody, I've subscribed you on all the channels that I have, so I don't have any more. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I've also subscribed on all the channels I have, or all the accounts I have.
You probably shouldn't say that out loud. But.
Well.
Hey Jeff and everybody.
Well, here we are.
Too late.
Well, you might as well just stream that Agony and Outlast game at this point, after if you're just going all guns blazing here.
We're excited that players finally get a chance to play the game tomorrow.
Insomniac.
To celebrate.
I like
and spend
Ratchet
some more
and
time
Clank.
with you today. At 2 p.m.
I've never played it.
5 p.m. Eastern.
Amazing.
live
Rift Apart.
stream The first hour. Of
It does look really good.
Isn't that right, Mike?
The whole world switching, like it's literally just loading in brand new worlds instantaneously. Like that's
In addition to
insane.
playing through the opening of the game, we'll also be taking your
Even though no one
questions
can find a
live and talking
PlayStation
about
5,
what it was
6
like to
now.
develop the game behind the scenes. So please join us at Twitch.
Cody, do you notice, obviously being a PC gamer with having an SSD? Well, I assume you have an SSD, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you notice like playing a game on PC then maybe trying to play whatever game on Switch? Is it noticeably different in terms of loading and stuff? Do you know, or can you tell to that?
I haven't really noticed.
All right, we're now.
No, I've heard some people
Giancarlo Esposito to talk.
maybe talking about it in terms of like the speed of your
Thank you for joining us.
SD card on your Switch. But yeah, I've never really noticed the difference.
And had proposed that I play
Okay.
Anton Castillo.
Well, you heard it here first. You do not need to buy a PlayStation 5 then.
With this big vision and
Be a
dream
PC gamer.
for his country.
I wanna
And
play
it
Ratchet
really
and
appealed
Clank.
to me because he was the guy who first.
I wanna watch Breaking
with his
Bad.
family and a love of his
Oh, it's Far Cry.
community and country.
Far Cry 6.
And it was so in line with what's going on in the world politically
Is
today.
it Far
and what has
Cry
happened in the
3 or
past.
4,
I
the
thought,
one that you
what a
can
great
beat within
opportunity.
15 minutes if you just stay in that room at the beginning?
Far Cry 4.
It excites me as a filmaker. That
Which
I
is a
want to
cool
be part
touch.
of
If you just actually
Yeah.
listen to the bad guy and stay put, you can just finish the game right there.
What was it like
It's so
being
cool.
a video game villain?
No, I'm not a villain.
I don't
You
know
guys
if that
like-
counts
I
as
gotta
me
push
breaking it
back
from
on
my
you.
backlog,
I'll
because
let
that's
you
what I
finish.
did.
But this guy
That's hilarious.
loves
Casey, welcome to the stream. Highlights so far. So highlights for me, Sable, the release date announcement. It was something that I predicted. Super excited that we're finally getting a release date.
You are smiling.
What about for you guys? What's your highlight so far?
because I feel like
At one point we saw the Switch logo.
And I want to be
But it was for
a
Monster
renegade
Hunter, which I'm not
within
really
reason,
interested in.
something like that. Because I think
There was a game called Blood Hunt that looks like a third-person, maybe team-based, like cyberpunk, grimy horror game where you play as vampires, like cybernetic vampires. That looked pretty interesting.
That did look really good. Casey, what about you? What's been your favorite so far?
Good and bad about
Welcome, Casey. Good to have you.
This guy.
Casey is an indie dev, actually. He made Frocky's Adventure, which I reviewed maybe a month ago. A nice little Metroidvania.
Speaking of your character,
yeah, I really enjoyed it.
That's so cool, Casey. Very awesome.
It's so interesting because, of course, the
Are you working on any other projects, Casey, that you can talk about, or is that, I don't know how that works if you're not really allowed to, but that's so cool.
And Sophie said 2 Point Campus was her highlight, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of the dictators
to
cultivate those resources. Something got in the way there, and hopefully that can change in the years to come.
There was one game that I really liked the look of, but I can't remember what it was called now.
About Ceausescu.
Very memorable.
And also,
do you guys like Far Cry? Have you guys played any of the Far Cry games? I know, Dave, you said 4. Have you guys played any of the other ones?
I haven't played any.
3 as well. I enjoyed 3. I played 3 more than 4.
And for each dictator,
Cody, have you?
I haven't played any of them, no.
And studied political science and all this in college.
Cody doesn't like games with series with 3 games in, does he?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
this is double that. It's 6.
Was Far Cry on other consoles?
Gideon, and
it was? Okay. Well, I have no excuse then. I've never owned a PlayStation console after like PlayStation 1.
Well, they're on PC as well.
And, you know,
too late for me.
That's good. Cody doesn't like good games.
Immediately. You know, somehow...
Lady Swagtastic also loves Far Cry.
And displays that coldness in a very particular way.
Oh, she does.
You know, I think Anton could be the most violent man on Earth. But given his
why am I typing this in when I could just ask it? Lady Swagtastic, you were kidding about it. Lady Swagtastic, are you looking forward to Far Cry 6? It looks pretty interesting with the whole Cuba setting. I'm just curious if you think that looks fun.
All his own dirty work.
They end up being really formulaic. A lot of the Ubisoft things just kind of end up becoming the same feeling types of games.
Fair enough.
So I'm curious what you think of that, Lady Swagtastic.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
And Sophie points out that Goldblum turned up.
Far Cry 6.
And that he should be knighted.
Let the games begin!
Just listening to the way he talks is so much fun.
Thank you so much, Giancarlo. If you haven't picked
it's very theatrical.
Prime Gaming unlocks a ton of
What's
in-game
that?
benefits for Amazon
So he'd be
Prime
called
members.
Jeff Goldblum.
In Apex Legends,
Did you guys know that there was I don't remember the name of the title, but there was a Jurassic Park game from like the 90s that at the end of the game, if you beat it, he comes on and he says, "Why did you play this game? You should be outside doing something with your life."
What?
Yeah, it's like the most like silly way
Dave finding
for someone to be like, "Why did you play this game?" Obviously, it's all in fun, but it's pretty entertaining. Oh, of course you have.
Of course he has it.
That's the NES one.
Is this Fall Guys?
It cost me a 10.
Of course it is.
A 10. Is it Fall Guys? Is this like what the?
Have you guys? How many crowns have you won?
It's from Nier Automata or Automata, however you say it.
Switch version's been delayed.
Really? Oh no.
Yeah.
That's the perfect summer game, early summer for whatever part of the world.
And they really need crossplay. What?
They do do they not have crossplay?
I don't think so. I think they were saying it was coming in the summer.
The Switch one. Wait, when did the Switch one get delayed till, Dave?
I don't think they said.
Oh, the fact that it didn't come out like at the same time as on Switch, like
should have done.
The light in their vision.
Is this Genshin? Yeah, this is Genshin Impact.
The Clash is my way of uncovering.
Yeah, Casey says the Sable art style is insane. Love it. I'm super excited.
New to the Clash.
So Sophie, if Goldblum was knighted, it'd be Sir Jeff Goldblum, not Lord. You'd have to be in the House of Lords to be Lord.
You have to be born into lordship.
Lady Swagtastic said, "Yes, I sure am. Can't wait for Far Cry 6." Awesome.
That's PlayStation.
What?
One just then.
Oh yeah, it's Genshin Impact. It's that like massive MMO type game that people are loving.
Developer too. And joining me now are Dave Anthony and Jason Blundell from the newly formed
Wasn't that put on Switch? Genshin Impact.
We know you guys well from all your amazing work over the years at Treyarch.
I think it's just on PlayStation and PC. Maybe it's coming to Switch. I don't know. Look it up and see.
Well,
I don't know if it would be able to run on Switch.
Jason and I, we've been mates for donkeys.
It's a pretty powerful game. It might look awful like The Witcher does on Switch. So.
And we've been working together.
Basically, just like dragging through mud.
We've worked on some huge.
Does it look bad on the Switch?
You know, they've done
Witcher?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks like you're just dragging gameplay through mud and dirt.
Oh, that sucks. It's such a pretty game. I played it on Xbox, actually.
Did you play the Blood and Wine expansion? Holy cow, that area that they have in the Blood and Wine, it's unbelievably beautiful. It's
really
so crazy how beautiful it is.
Man, I wish I'd played it now. I don't have any of since I switched to PC, I don't have any of the saves anymore or the game actually, so although it was on sale on GOG for like $10 this weekend or this week.
Cody, the Blood and Wine is a standalone, so you can just jump into it on its own.
Really?
It's really good. It's about 15-20 hours, but it's such an incredible world. You should definitely check it out. It's beautiful.
I do need to check it out. Thank you, Nekui, over on Twitch. Thank you very much.
Yay!
There is nothing to show on the game
Yay,
today,
we need to clap.
But can you tell?
Yeah, I probably spent at least 80 hours on The Witcher 3.
Exciting stuff going on.
Oh, really? Wow.
Essentially, we spent the last year.
I did almost all the side quests.
What we knew was we wanted to collect
very cool.
Sophie wants to play Witcher 3.
People and bring them together.
That'll be a future Sony Sunday.
Will it?
Definitely play it on Sony, not on the Switch.
Definitely play it on stream too.
Although I know
I'll be there for that one.
on Switch Up, I think, raved about the Switch version of Witcher.
I mean, if you think about the fact that a giant game like that is able to run on Switch, like there's obviously going to be downgrades. So it's good for what that is, but it just looks filthy compared to like the the other two versions. It looks dope, as Cody would say.
It does look dope. Casey, great question. We talked about that in our intro, actually. Is there supposed to be some Elden Ring news today?
Okay, big.
If you're following Twitter, yes, there should be Elden Ring news at every convention.
So you're partnering with
there is supposed to be.
What can you tell us about that partnership?
That's right, Jeff.
Because Jeff Keighley knows everyone, apparently.
It's all about quality. From soup to nuts, this project.
John, you started playing Witcher 3 and then decided to play Witcher 1 and 2 first, and then you gave up after trying to play Witcher 1. Well, that sucks. Just go back to Witcher 3. I played The Witcher 3 without either of the predecessors.
The partnership with Sony.
The first Witcher was so hard to get into.
Honestly, I thought the third one was hard to get into. My coworker was raving about it, and I was like, dude, I can't get past the first 4 or 5 hours. I keep falling asleep while I'm playing it. And then I got on a normal sleep schedule and finally gave it an actual try, and I loved it. I didn't stop playing it.
What hooked you to it? Like, what do you think? I mean, what do you think changed that made you actually like it then?
All right.
I think I just started to understand some of the depth of like the potions and the combat. I think the combat ended up being a lot more than I first anticipated. And then the story just kind of, it was a little slow at the beginning, I think, and I didn't really know any of the characters. But yeah, I ended up loving the game and the story.
But right now, here's the
John said the gameplay is
rough.
rough. Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
Sonic music.
Unleashed.
Oh, is that coming up, the Sonic music?
Oh, yeah.
John said the gameplay is rough in 1. Yeah, the first 2 Witcher games are really quite impenetrable just because of game design.
Quite impenetrable. That's quite good word choice for the Witcher series.
Am I missing like a pun or a joke here?
I am dressed appropriately for this.
You are? Is that the same shirt you were wearing yesterday, Dave?
Yeah.
Nobody saw Dave yesterday except for us.
Sorry to call you out in front of people watching that you're just wearing the same clothes over and over. But...
It was Mario yesterday.
I don't... Alright, I was just asking. Don't you yell at me.
Yeah, Casey didn't click with The Witcher either. Returned it and bought Dark Souls. See, Dark Souls is something I can't get into. Well, I did get into it, and it put me in such a bad mood like 4 or 5 days in a row that I just stopped playing it. Then I went to The Witcher.
I feel like Dark Souls is one of those games that, like, unless you actually have legitimate time to commit to it, it's not gonna... It's so hard to get into unless you have time. Oh, look, thank you, Dave, for showing us you have Sonic.
Of course you do.
I have to show something Sonic-y.
Do you not open those? Are you a true collector?
I opened some of them.
Cody, are you crazy? You can't open those. They're going to be worth like $1 more.
One.
What is that?
Who's that?
Is that Mr. me?
That's you? Who made that? Did Sophie make that?
No, my best man at my wedding made it as a wedding present.
That's adorable.
But that's
Wait,
Sophie.
So he made those and the the marionette thing or whatever you have.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
And also, these are actually working amiibo. He actually bought some real amiibo and took them off the base and put us on there.
Are you serious? How cool is that? Wow.
So I'm Boo and she's Toad.
It would have been cool if he like talked to Nintendo to get you and Sophie coded to be into like
Sunday,
Super Smash Brothers.
Warner Brothers Games and Turtle Rock will be giving players a new look at the zombie multiplayer fun of Back 4 Blood. And right now we've got a quick tease of a new boss.
Back 4 Blood. All right. Now the stream gets a 10 out of 10.
Sophie's vouching for you in chat, Dave. She's saying she can confirm it's a clean shirt.
We have
Sophie
this
for confirming.
This thing called a washing machine.
Never heard of it. Oh, Back 4 Blood. All right, if anyone loves Left 4 Dead, if you guys played Left 4 Dead 1 or 2 from way back in the day, Back 4 Blood, it's mostly the same team that made that, but obviously changing the name so it's not Valve anymore. This looks amazing.
I think I did try and play Left 4 Dead. I'm pretty sure that's what I tried to play. And I couldn't get past like the first level. I couldn't figure it out.
So, yeah, there it is. Yeah, the AI that they have working in the game called the director, like it changes based on how you're doing. So like if you're doing too well, the AI director throws a whole bunch of stuff at you to make it harder. And conversely, if you're doing really poorly, they'll randomly place different items and things like that around to make it easier. It's so creative.
I do like when games do that.
Steam's Next Fest starts next
Steam Next Fest. I'll be covering that.
Back again to do an ID at Xbox demo
with Leon actually from I Love Indies.
It starts
We're doing some demo streams. He's probably working on his video for tomorrow.
Unacceptable, Leon. If you're listening, you should have been here. Cody's not going to work with you now.
Here he is to give you a little sneak.
I wouldn't go that far.
Brand new demo.
Moro dropping all the hashtags in here. Pulse Clan, Guild Squad, SaveDex Party.
GD.
Hi, my name is
Tunic. Didn't you mention this one before, Cody?
Which is an isometric.
Wait, Tunic. Hold on. This is the other one I predicted.
Yay!
Oh, this looks cool.
Tunic looks awesome. Is this like the little fox guy or whatever?
We played this during Ludonarchon. We played the demo of it.
This looks really cool.
It's a bit Zelda-y.
Yes.
Is it more puzzle based or like action based?
It's I think it's actually more. Well, I'll say both.
Sophie, watch this trailer closely.
Stick.
It looks so adorable.
Zelda.
Maybe you're gonna find a sword, and it's really about
looks
that
like
sense
a good
of
one.
discovery.
Please give us a release date.
Wondering what's around the next.
Maybe it'll be a shadow drop and it comes out today.
Shows before, but
I would die again.
That
So many times.
And if you get 1,000 stuff, that's a lot of death for you.
Stuff, a brand new dungeon, a bunch of areas people haven't seen before.
It's so adorable though.
So excited about Tunic and Sable also.
Although I feel like Nintendo are like the only ones that shadow drop stuff.
A lot of other awesome titles, so check that out next week on Xbox.
So they were just saying they're going to be part of Next Fest?
Ragnarok in this ancient Norse-inspired.
I mean, that's cool, I guess.
When is that?
That is the 16th through the 22nd. Tons of Steam demos. Sable will be there, actually. Death Trash is another big one that's going to be there.
Is June or July?
June. It's next week.
Oh, sweet. You're streaming that, you said?
We're gonna be we're gonna do a couple demo live streams. Hopefully with some developers too. Like with Ludonarchon, we had several developers show up and hang out with us. Strateger, thank you for the sub on YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome.
12 away.
Yay!
Strateger is a good friend from Twitter.
I see him on.
Yeah, you see him on Twitter?
Yeah, they're always like having good things on Twitter, like posting about, so that's cool.
Yeah, he does these really neat, like graphic edits for new games that are coming out and some old games.
Very cool.
He's a good guy.
Very awesome indeed. The indie scene is really people are so kind. It's awesome. This looks pretty interesting. I wonder what. There's a lot of isometric games in this showcase, right?
Pulse Guild.
And face fiercer creatures.
There's been a ton of like top-down games. It's really interesting.
Is this one an MMO? Or just multiplayer?
Craft legendary weapons. Build
This looks like a isometric Valheim.
and grow the strength of your tribe.
I mean, people are going to try to cash in on that success, right?
So for those who don't know, when us three channels come together, we're known as Team Excellence.
Yes, drop a Team Excellence in the chat. This is like the first live stream of all three of us on screen together, right?
It is.
Wow, what a
magical,
momentous occasion.
Valhalla.
Feels momentous.
Can't wait.
It's only the third time we've done a video together.
And we just
wait. Tribes of Midgard. I wonder if that's based on Champions of Midgard. It looks like the same font.
Artwork, it's identical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So wait, is that? So what is the? What is that? Start Life as a board game, or is it based on a different universe?
At the gameplay.
I don't know.
To tell us more,
They didn't say anything about it.
Oh, so excited for Evil Dead. All right, this is getting better now.
Great to see you. Today we have some.
We need Danny Dink to be here. Danny Dink loves Evil Dead. He would have been getting real excited about that.
We are excited to show you this, and to help me
explain
Bruce Campbell.
Dave, you might like this though, because if you like Friday the 13th, Evil Dead is supposed to be a similar type of game.
Never played Friday the 13th.
Striving for excellence.
So was there no release date for Tunic then?
I didn't see one. I think they were just talking about it being at the Steam Next Fest.
All right, it's out today. You guys heard it here first. Sorry.
Spreading rumors.
I want Jason Schreier to pick up all these rumors. So I can...
You guys are saying today it's actually night time here now.
I'm Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah.
Still daylight out there, but it's 20 to 9.
I'm here to
so.
bring you the lowdown.
Wait, Dave, help me understand time zones, because you said you're GMT, right?
Because basically what happens is, because we're in different parts of the world rotates and the sun's in a different place, hence why we're at different times. That's what time zones are.
What?
You asked for this.
Explain the difference between yours and mine, because you're 5 hours behind me, but when I look up my time zone, you're ahead of me. Yeah, sorry.
What time zone are you?
EDT. Excuse me, EDT.
GMT.
But it says 4 hours different, but you're 5 hours behind me. Or ahead, sorry.
What time is it there now?
3:40.
Throwing down in places you've seen before.
Yeah, if I'm 5 hours ahead, yeah.
Collect pages of the Necronomicon.
Yeah, it should be 5 hours, because it's 6 hours where I'm at.
But GMT says, if I look up a conversion to GMT, it says only 4 hours. So if I look up...
The clock went forwards for us a few months ago.
It came from.
Cody, I think you should just trust the person that actually lives in the country. Not Google, who doesn't know anything.
Hey, we're BST at the minute, that's right.
Wait, is it EST?
Yeah,
what?
BST.
Yeah. Wait, what? We're in BST.
Oh, BST. Oh, you guys are in BST.
All of this is just a bunch of BS.
British summer... Man, I have like something stuck in my throat, I'm sorry.
It's okay, you're forgiven.
British summertime. Well, that's kind of similar to us. We have Eastern Daylight Time in between like March and September.
It's getting real complicated real fast.
Sorry, we missed all the Evil Dead stuff.
I know, come on. I was excited.
It is full of bitey insects.
Like gnats?
British summertime.
Oh, that's just being outdoors. Nature is painful.
We have a lot of lightning bugs here recently, which don't really bite. I did have one end up in my pocket the other night, and I thought it was just a ball of lint, and so I pulled it out and went to like throw it away while I was on a walk. And I pulled it out of my pocket, and it was glowing in my fingers, and it freaked me out. I was like, what the heck? What is this sorcery?
Or you just became a wizard really quick.
Yeah. Whoa.
Look at this power. That's really funny.
All of us together for a cross
lightning bugs are really cool.
I love them.
Off the summer in the right
I wish we had those where we were at. We don't have them though, unfortunately.
Without further ado,
we just have giant Komodo dragons.
Sit back and enjoy this truly spectacular world premiere. It's
no reaction to that.
Finally,
right, good. That's appropriate.
Time.
What is it? Battlefield something?
He's hyping something up, isn't he?
Really hyping it.
I mean,
is it Elden Ring?
Battlefield 2042 just got announced yesterday.
Hold on, this might actually be... It is Elden Ring! From Software.
Look, Elden Ring.
Okay, we'll be quiet.
No, we won't.
I'll be quiet.
The Tarnished will soon return.
Yep.
Guided by grace.
That's sick.
Cody, you said you're gonna be quiet.
You did it first.
The golden.
Oh, look at that.
order
That's
is
dope.
Broken to its core.
Oh. It's like the world tree.
I can't imagine what YouTube chat is doing right now on the actual live stream. I bet they're going insane.
This is the first. Go ahead, dude.
Comparing us three to the Avengers.
Black-haired Thor. I'll take it. I will take that.
Minus the buffins. I mean, it looks like a Dark Souls game. You definitely can tell the From Software vibes. Though. It's crazy.
And it's together with George R.R. Martin, or as I like to call him, Gurr.
Oh no.
So
guys, this is what you come for. Looks like Dark Souls 2.
So this is indie, right? We can play this when it comes out?
Yeah. Yes. Was that like a lightsaber? I mean, it's the first time we're seeing gameplay, which is really cool. It looks awesome. Like Dark Souls meets Sekiro.
This is a sick trailer, too. I don't even care that it's a longer one.
That's because they're actually showing gameplay.
That was a nasty sword.
Oh, look at that. There's that character from the trailer. Oh, man.
I command thee.
Looks cool.
What?
Uh-oh. Oh, what the heck?
That dude had a volcano on his head.
As they do.
Thank you, Jersey.
This looks crazy. Hey, Jersey, good job.
That was like a hand monster? I like that.
They do come in handy. Don't use it, sir, so... This looks so...
Okay, can we call this a 10 out of 10 event now? I know it's not indie, but good grief.
Yeah, I mean, that looks...
January 21st, too? That's only 6 months away.
That's 3 days before my birthday. We're celebrating with Elden Ring.
Is coming, as you saw,
think January's just over 6 months away. Feels like it's ages more than that.
I know.
That looks amazing.
That was sick. That was well worth the wait.
Very cool.
And the event's not even over, right? Don't we have like another hour?
There's still time for Silent Hill.
All right. And that's going to do it.
Dude, if they announce Silent Hill on top of it...
Wait, he said that's going to do it. Okay. Of course that would be the last one.
I thought it was 3 hours.
People have been saying that.
Okay, well, I guess we're just going to hang out.
Yeah, we can hang out for a couple minutes.
Tomorrow, Ubisoft Forward on Saturday, and Xbox
All right,
and
well,
Bethesda on Sunday.
there was a few
Square Enix as
things.
well. Head to summergamefest.com for the full and complete schedule, and this is really just the kickoff to summer and a ton of other amazing events.
Great kickoff, though. I think so.
Excited to see what they have in store for us.
That's true. Yeah, this is just this.
There was some mediocre,
August 25th,
you know,
for Gamescom opening
Death Stranding director's
this
cut.
December, I am so happy to say that the
But you're right. It is
will
just the
return
kickoff. I mean,
as an
there's
in-person
obviously a lot of
ceremony
announcements that
at
are still
the
going to come.
Microsoft
So
Theater in Los Angeles. More
Very cool.
details are coming later this summer. Thanks again for being a part of Summer Game Fest. We will see you tomorrow for more, and stay tuned for the Day of the Devs with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine right now. Good night, everybody.
Cody Stratature says, sitting here doing the hype for non-indie games, you should be ashamed.
I am unashamed. That was Stratature. If you're not excited by that trailer, there might be something wrong with you.
You just subscribed you, and that's what you're going to come back with? You should probably unsubscribe now,
to Day of the
Stratature.
Devs, a digital showcase of the best of independent games.
Wait, what?
Fine and I Am 8-Bit. We've been putting on the show.
The best of indie games?
Believe it or not. Usually
Wait,
in
what?
person.
Maybe we are sticking around.
Come for free and meet developers and play great games and listen to music and have a great time together. And we can't wait to get back
Psychonauts
to it,
2.
but until we
But
can,
that's a
we're
Microsoft
going to
thing now.
still
Hey, George. I haven't seen you in the chat. Welcome.
You can check them out.
Wait, Dave, didn't you say George was here at the beginning?
Yeah, George has been here the whole time.
Put out a call for submissions and people from
He's been very quiet.
games. And in fact, this year was a record number of submissions. So
welcome back.
Yeah, the Devs is bigger than ever, and the games are really, really great. really good, and we picked the best ones to show you here today. I want to thank our generous
well, this is unexpected.
for their contributions, because we really couldn't have done this without their help, so thanks to them. I always get so inspired when I see this collection of games, because the talent and inspiration and creativity on display just makes me really excited to be part of this art form.
How does he call his hammer? Doesn't he just like hold his hand up and it comes?
And I just feel really excited afterwards, so I hope you do too. So please enjoy Day of the Games.
Hey.
So y'all probably know Axiom Verge. It's very popular.
Dave, you were talking about this earlier.
Years ago, believe it or not.
Yeah, I saw someone mention
and ever
it
since
in the
Tom
chat.
Happ, the original creator, has been working on a sequel, which we're about to show you here. I think you'll be surprised.
This feels
and
like what
excited
we
if you're a
actually
fan of the
came
original.
to watch.
Yeah, we just showed up 2 hours early and got all the extra stuff.
Yep.
You are worthy.
Play Axiom Verge all the way through.
That's funny. You were just saying that.
Fun game. He said Tom Hanks at first.
I'm Tom Happ. I'm really excited to share some new
Cody, that should be your
details
new
about Axiom
tagline when
Verge
someone
2.
subscribes. You belong to us now.
You belong to us.
You belong to us.
I call your base.
All your base belongs to us. The cake is alive.
I know that one.
Hey, good job.
Wait, so since the opening show is over, I guess we can kind of give like what our favorite thing was? Or should we wait to do that until Day of the Devs is over?
We should wait till the end because this is the indie stuff now.
Okay, yeah, we'll wait.
Style.
Sable for me. Sable for me. I don't care what else comes up during Day of the Devs, it'll be Sable.
It's your channel, Cody. You can do what you want to do.
I think I need to turn maybe this volume down a bit.
But brute strength isn't Indra's primary weapon. It is a contest of mind over matter, brains over brawn. Indra's ability to hack enemies and alter their behavior gives her a strong advantage no matter.
What about you guys in the chat? Favorite thing so far?
In Axiom Verge 2, it will be possible to complete the game without fighting any of the bosses. I've talked to many people who love exploring the world of Sudra in
Elden Ring, of course.
Get stuck at a boss they just couldn't get past.
I mean, yeah, that's
and
fair.
that ended the game experience.
No, Sable was not a dream.
Oh no, Chef, that's horrifying. Cody would be so sad.
We're all living in a simulation.
For players out there who love the real bosses, they're there for you and will be rewarded for your efforts. But if you prefer to run right past them and keep exploring, that's a completely valid way of experiencing Axiom Verge 2.
I like that explosion effect.
Axiom Verge 2 will be here before you know it, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone discover all of the mysteries.
So Geoffrey, you've never played this, right? I haven't played it.
No,
the first one, I mean.
The first one. I know people really liked it that have played it.
Yeah, I've played the first one. I've not beaten it, but it's sort of Metroidvania, but your power-ups you get are glitches.
Is it pretty challenging, Dave? Like, is it one of those really, really tough games, or is it not too bad?
I didn't find, as much as I played of it, it didn't seem any harder than a bog standard Metroidvania.
Is also coming to PlayStation 4.
That's exciting. Coming to PlayStation.
When a game is just made by one person,
just can't even with this next
still
game.
insane.
It's so delightful. It's pure glee
right,
in a
coming
game
to PS5
brought
and
to you
PS4.
by the game.
Oh, Flower Angel Rave said they started playing Axiom Verge 1 earlier today. That's good timing.
Hello.
That is good timing.
My name is Nicholas.
Right, who's this chap?
And we are Something We Made.
Something We Made?
Excited today to show our game.
Another game about taking photos. There's been a few of them lately.
Pokemon Snap.
And there was this one that came on the Switch this week, I think. And there was the Alba as well.
Alba is amazing.
You play as an
Yeah, I need
amateur
to-
photographer
yeah, that's
on
on
a
the
journey
wish
to
list,
see
that one.
magical phenomena.
And Cody, there's only your review and I think one other on YouTube, so you should get some good traction from that.
I think mine is in the #1 spot, actually. I've gotten like 500 views in the last day.
But first,
Dude, that's
you
awesome,
need
man.
to get there by
That's such the exciting
to
thing
earn
about
your bus
reviews
ride,
is
you
like
need to help
reviews are
various
evergreen. I mean,
quirky
yes, they're good
characters
right away, but then
regions.
for releases or sales, you often get like what you're happening with right now, which is cool.
Yeah, well, that one was different too because it was like PC only, and then it gradually came out. But I went back and looked. That was like the 5th review I ever did. That was way back in December. It feels so weird.
It's cool though, man. I'm glad it's getting traction. That's awesome. You'll probably get a lot of new people from that too.
Yeah, it's exciting. This game does look really cool. Leon sent this to me actually yesterday. This will be at Steam Next Fest.
Guild will challenge your
The
A
art
demo.
style is really cool. It's almost like that old Steamboat Willie, you know, Mickey like art style kind of in a sense, the monochromatic, like cartoony look. It's really cool.
Tell you what, this second event has already showed more games I'm interested in.
I know.
Stroll along.
Well, yeah.
It just said welcome to the guild or something like that.
Wait, what?
The person on the game just then.
Welcome to the guild.
I made this game. I'm producing.
What?
I'm producing the game.
It's like the sort of game you'd do.
Yeah, Flower likes to look at this one too. Oh, Flower said Sable and Sky both seemed really awesome from the first part. Yeah, Sky's been out on Apple Arcade for a couple years, I think, and they've been like frequently updating it, and I think it's on Android as well.
That's the same with that Skate City. Skate City was an Apple Arcade, and then they brought it over. So it's cool to see Apple Arcade really pioneering the way for a lot of indies, and then they do come over, which is cool.
Alba, too, was on Apple Arcade.
Oh, was it? Nice. Yeah, Alba does look like a fun one.
There's a lot to see and photograph in Toem.
I mean, in a way, it's kind of nice that they're doing, like, they did the more AAA, and now they're kind of doing just the indie stuff. Like, because I feel like a lot of those could get swept under the rug for a lot of people, right? The general public that maybe aren't into indies as much.
Give them their own section, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I would have liked to see a little more of a mixture, though. At least showing people, like, there's not just AAA games out there. Although I guess Sable...
Leon's here.
Oh, Leon.
We ourselves are based in a super small town called Paulson.
Is he here?
Which is pretty calm and tranquil.
Leon, we've been waiting for you with
We
bated
want
breath.
to try to capture that
Where have you
inside the
been?
game.
Yeah, Leon, I just said we were talking about this game, I think yesterday. You had mentioned it was coming to Steam Next
We had a
Fest.
great time playing Toem, and we can't wait to see your photos.
Am I louder now?
You've sounded pretty good to me the whole time.
I've just been told I'm too quiet. Or is it because I wasn't talking much just now?
Time to start yelling. Yeah, this game looks really cool. It looks really charming.
Our next
Toem.
game pits
Toem?
you against your friends
Twem?
to run the
Twem?
fastest
looks cool.
time through a series of dungeons.
Just made by two
This is
dudes, it's
Phantom
awesome.
Abyss from Team Weeby and Devolver Digital.
Hi,
Very cool.
I'm Ben Marinan from Team Webby, and I'm the lead designer on Phantom Abyss.
I feel like I've seen this one elsewhere
What is
too.
this one?
Well, I think Devolver already announced this, didn't they? A couple days ago?
What is this one?
Phantom Abyss?
Oh, I haven't heard of this one. Interesting. This looks cool.
Yeah, I have seen this. I've seen this trailer already.
Oh, really? Okay.
In Phantom Abyss, the goal is to grab a relic buried deep within a procedurally generated temple. However, you only get one shot, and if you
That's
die, you never get to
Oh,
try
I'm
that
done.
temple again.
Oh, it's a first-person game.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. You never get to try it again. Stratature says, I love Leon. I mean, Indies.
Phantom Abyss is an asynchronous multiplayer game.
That's nice.
Where temples are filled with
Temple running
defendants,
roguelike.
previous players,
And multiplayer.
before you.
You're like competing against other people.
Eventually, when
It looks like,
someone
Cody, it looks like that Adverse game that we played.
Yes.
But like in a temple setting. Did you ever play that, Dave? Adverse, that like free running game? No.
Free running archery game. I had a blast with that one.
Remember Mirror's Edge? That was a good
players
free
are
running
equipped with a
game.
whip, which they
Yeah,
can use to
yeah,
climb
Mirror's Edge is good
obstacles.
too.
Did you see he's working on another game already?
A horror game.
Yeah, a horror game.
It's so cool. He's like really clearly like puts a ton of effort into all this, which is awesome.
Yeah.
He's really communicative.
That game. Advantage and disadvantage.
It's not out yet. Maybe he could give you an early copy. You can be the first exclusive, because you're famous now. You're almost 1,000. So
as players delve deeper into a temple, they become hunted by that temple's guardian. Guardians are incredibly powerful beings that will stop at
how many people are watching on your on the Twitch side, Cody?
Only 3 now. Most of them
over here.
logged off after the main event, I guess. Not as many indie fans on Twitch. Yeah, thank you seriously so much to everyone who showed up today. This has been a really incredible turnout.
There are many different types of whips that players can use.
Yeah, a lot of people have been here like this entire time. Chef, Casey, John, Moro, Flower.
Powerful blessings.
Moro's been here twice the whole time.
I know.
And maybe Chef too. Chef and Lemon Dad.
Guys, it's got to go turn the lights on. It's actually dark in here now.
And I can't wait for everyone to enter this world and they start making phantoms and claiming relics.
You don't need to turn the light on, Dave. You're all the light we need in our lives.
This one looks really cool. I hope it'll be crossplay, as I do with all multiplayer games nowadays. But
what did I miss?
Everything. They announced new Pokemon game.
Oh,
Mario
no.
Party.
An indie Pokemon game.
Come on, play and Smash.
They already have an indie Pokemon.
Yeah, actually last year was kind of the year of indie Pokemons, right? Temtem and there were a couple others.
Extinction is another one.
Yeah.
There's what was it, Monster Harvest coming out soon.
In July 8th, right?
Isn't that supposed to come out already though? And then it got pushed, right?
I think in May.
Fruits, fungi.
Last year, indie Pokemon
It's all about a little grape.
Monster Sanctuary came out last year, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
That was
Yeah.
Pokemon Metro.
That was Geoffrey's first live stream. Were you gonna say that?
You remember that? That was the very first stream I've ever done in my life.
I was there.
The Switch app.
Thank you, Cody. You're very supportive. How dare you, Dave? You just use certain content.
What's that?
You wrote the Switch Up review?
That's really cool, yeah.
Gave it like 80-something%.
So that was, yeah. It's interesting how we all have those moments that are like the first.
Is this Garden Story? This can't be a world premiere if this is Garden Story.
World premiere for this trailer.
Yeah, it doesn't have to mean for the game.
This is Garden Story.
This is Garden Story, yeah. This looks really cute.
This looks like a Sophie game.
It looks so adorable. It almost has those Turnip Boy commits tax evasion graphics too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's really adorable. So adorable.
Did you both play that?
I think Sophie has it.
Okay. I thought one of you reviewed it.
I felt like I was committing a crime if I did.
Does look good, this one.
It does. Looks so charming.
See, maybe I should change my channel name to Indie, because I'm way more interested in these.
We don't need more indie competition. Stay.
Then again, Nintendo is my main jam, so I can't change it to Indie.
I feel like this looks like it has a little more substance to it than Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. That was a very short game. I think I clocked in around like 4 to 5 hours. But it was very, very light and like, I don't know, just kind of a silly game, which I enjoy those.
Yeah, this looks almost like this kind of gives me vibes of Golf Story, but then obviously more in this with like all of the little tasks and quests and RPG elements. It's really interesting.
Hey everyone.
Still says summer.
My name's Will Lewis. I'm a co-founder
Rad beard.
and we are publishing
Ninja
Garden
Card.
Story.
Hey, nice fun.
I love
Garden
that.
Story is being developed by our friend Pico Graham.
Cody, did you see that the oh my gosh, look at that beard. Cody, did you see that Abyss one was the Steam Early Accesses this month?
Phantom? Oh, maybe that's why I've heard of it then.
Doing Garden Story.
Yeah, it was.
It's probably on my list.
It's this month for you.
Ooh. I'll let you guys know how it goes. If I probably won't.
You're constantly learning about
well, I don't watch your content, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Island.
Leon asks, what's been your highlight? Mine's been Sable. Sable got a release date. I guess if you just tuned in, you missed it. It's in September, which was what I didn't predict September, but I predicted that we would get a release date.
Challenges to
You
help
did?
the
And then Elden Ring was a big highlight for non-indies. Very exciting. Highlights for you guys?
I liked that Fox game.
Tunic.
One that I said was like Zelda. Yeah, I liked that one.
This omnipresent, mysterious enemy.
Yeah, they didn't announce a release date for Tunic. They just mentioned that it was coming to Next Fest.
And your job as the island's new guardian.
Which usually means it's due out in the next 3 months, because Steam doesn't want games in their Next Fest that are like too far outside the scope of coming out soon. So hopefully, I mean,
it's so
tentatively Q3 of this year for Tunic too, which would be insane.
That would be.
Mora, you were watching this in 144p? I didn't even realize that was an option. 1080 is much better. Yeah, I'm glad you're watching it in high def now.
A lot of mystery mixed in with the gameplay, and a lot of really great atmosphere with how...
Chef said this looks a little bit like Littlewood, too.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Sophie likes Littlewood.
It does look like that a little bit. Same kind of style.
The combination of some of Garden Story's
See my games behind me. I've been slowly taking them down to show to the camera closer.
Style is really special to us.
That you have.
It's really.
You should just pick a random game from behind you and give us like a 10-second review of
I'm not
it.
going to...
Yeah, don't look.
Yeah,
That would be fun.
The art and animation,
It has to be
music,
indie,
and sound effects bring something
Okay,
really,
let's
really
see if it is
new while
indie.
making
Is
sure
it
that
indie?
you are
It is
comfortable in
Mario
the
& Rabbids
game.
Kingdom
Feel right at
Battle.
home.
That's indie.
Ubisoft is indie.
This game made me like the rabbits.
It's a great game.
This is an awesome turn-based tactics game. It's like that Metal Slug game we saw earlier.
Time's up.
Garden Story comes out of this.
It's good though. You went into your review voice. You have a review voice.
Yeah.
That was it.
64 time. No, what
Whether
I
you've been
just
trying
grabbed.
to perfect sourdough, or just get through all the piles of
Resident Evil 2, but the thing is about this one, it's so scary, I took it out and replaced it with Mario Party. I have no idea where the box for Mario Party is, I have no idea where the game for Resident Evil 2 is. So, there's my review.
That makes me want to play.
Yeah.
Japanese cuisine.
That's,
Sit back and allow us to nourish your senses. This is Soup Pot.
I had to
I'm
buy the
Gwen
GameCube
Foster
version
from
because
Chicken
of that.
Club, and we're a collective of
It's always funny seeing the
developers
box art
making
in
a game
different
called
countries.
Soup Pot.
Because that looks like the Terminator to me.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it really does. Wow.
In North America, it's so much different. It's crazy.
Well, that was... they're
Soup
not
Pot.
really in alphabetical order now.
Is this game called Soup Pot?
Soup Pot.
So you make soup in a pot? It says it. Oh, this is a cooking game. Okay.
Soup Simulator.
A soup sim.
Soup sim. I hope it's super.
Pot is a chaotic
Sorry,
and
had to
chill
try it.
cooking simulator that
Oh, then
allows
you
players to
have to clean the
discover
dishes,
more
ugh.
than 100 different recipes
Most recent
from different regions.
Cooking Mama game was quite controversial, so maybe
all of
this will
which
fill
can
that
be
void.
accessed in a social media app called Cookbook.
Why?
There was this rumor going round that it had a virus or something on it.
Oh,
It turns out it wasn't true, but it's sort of damn. But I think it did.
Oh, that.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
That sucks.
What makes
Spend all
our
the time making
game
a game
unique
for
is that
a
there are
rumor
no
to ruin
fail
it.
states.
That's,
We wanted players to be able to learn and fail and have fun with
Cody,
cooking.
are you close to 1,000 yet?
Cooking has always been part of
George has got to go, but he will see us soon. George, thanks so much for hanging out the whole time.
Thanks, George. You're amazing.
Have a good night.
Before you go, we're going to restart Mario Kart tomorrow. I'll remind your dad tomorrow anyway, but yeah.
Oh, Casey's going to.
Yep, Casey, thank you so much. And Moro. Well, is Moro leaving or was he just... Yeah, he is running out of battery. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Really fun time hearing your thoughts too. I like this music.
This is such a... It's weird because usually cooking games are like very, very cartoony, and this is almost giving off a more realistic style, which...
At Chicken Club,
kinda scares
we
me.
love games like
And a little more casual than something like Overcooked. Or a little more relaxing.
Yeah, a little...
I do love Overcooked though.
Played
hope that
something
our game
recently
makes
that
you
was
love
similar to
cooking
Overcooked, but I
just
can't
as
remember what it
much as
was
we
now.
do.
Moving out?
Was it Moving Out?
Ah, that's a good game. Stretchers was another one we played.
Yes, that was a fun one to watch too.
Yeah.
Although Sophie just seemed like she was actually stressed by that game, like not in a good way.
Moro says God will give me extra time to finish the stream.
In France,
Aw.
I hope so.
It's
That's
a
right.
beautiful
It's a good prayer.
adventure game that trades in dialogue trees for rhythm-based gameplay.
Pray for battery life.
Wait, what is this?
Hello everyone.
Sure,
I'm Charles Bardin,
Greg
game
Rice.
designer and
I love that
co-composer
name,
at the
Glee
French
Cheese
video game
Studio.
company.
Glee Cheese.
And the game we're going to show you today
Musical
is called
Story.
A Musical Story.
Glee cheese.
I really do like music-based games. I don't know about you guys.
No, Geoffrey loves Songbird Symphony.
I don't like rhythm games, no.
Did we make it?
A musical story. That looks very like Brady Bunch
Where am I?
text or font or whatever the word is. Oh, this looks sad.
Who am I?
Oh, it's gonna be like a depressing game. Oh, no.
Tell you what, musical
I hate
games.
depressing games.
We haven't seen a release date for Clang 2, have we? That's been... I feel like that should be coming out this year. Clang 2?
This is
The only musical games I've ever really gotten into are these.
This was
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Musical Story.
Are those the ones that you actually play the conga drums on?
Bongos. I don't
Bongos,
have
yeah.
on me though, so I can't demonstrate. But this game is a 2D platformer that you use the bongos to control. If you're on the back.
Yeah, I've seen people playing other games with the bongos as controls, like as an added challenge.
Like with like your with the drums.
Tell you what, Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube was obviously a fighting game, but it kind of rewarded button bashing. If you like, I memorised like all the movesets for a lot of the characters. I played that game so much, but I always got beaten by someone who just bashed the buttons randomly. Turns out you can have proper Soul Calibur 2 fights with the bongos just hammering randomly.
Really?
It's obviously luck who wins, but it's quite fun to watch.
That's pretty awesome, though.
As it struggles with addiction.
Okay, so this is a darker game than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, this looked like a lot. It looked like it was gonna be this little lighthearted musical adventure, and this looks quite the heavy subject material.
Told without using a single word.
But they can't all be lighthearted garden story.
Gameplay is very
Leon made a good suggestion. He said, talking musical games, I think one of you should stream one-hand clapping. Any interest?
Doing it now.
Or
wait, can you guys one-hand clap?
What about
can you hear that?
Game where you rub the mayo jar or tap the mayo jar?
What?
There's a game. There's a clicker game on like PlayStation where you just tap a mayonnaise jar over.
And
That's it. That's the game.
organic and rewarding.
Who makes these games? And you know somebody's making money off of that.
Yeah, of course they are. We should do a whole 3-hour live stream of that. Who can click the most mayo?
Geoffrey, where's your live stream of Xylophone? You did the review.
Mm-hmm.
My wife was so disappointed in me that I did a review of Xylophone.
Put hearts and souls.
Speaking
searching
of,
for the best possible
I don't know if you noticed this, but on the eShop today is a game called Notes. It is a notepad.
I thought about reviewing it.
We really
And
hope you enjoy
it's
the game
£1.48, but it's
when it
usually a
releases later
tenner.
this year on Nintendo
Okay,
Switch,
I'm going to tell you guys a
PlayStation,
story, and this is bad,
Xbox,
but the
iOS,
reason
and PC.
so I saw that,
And
Dave,
we're
today,
super excited
and the reason I
to tell
wanted
you
to
that
do
Freedom
Xylophone
Mode
is
is
because the
available to
channel
download on
Star or
Steam.
Shovelware, who's awesome, Luke, he's a
Have a good
wonderful
day.
guy, he makes fantastic content. He did a review of Calculator and got like 22,000 views on it.
Yeah.
So,
Like a meme review.
yeah, so selfishly, I was like, well, I'm going to do Xylophone, that's going to get the views. It did not.
You know, I was tempted today, because it was only £1.48, to do one on Notebook and just write the review on the Notebook. Just have that displayed on the screen.
I mean,
Easy one.
It might do well.
Felix the Reaper
Damn.
are back with a painstaking
Again, I kind of feel
nuanced
like
and super hyper detailed
after
stop motion
calculators
experience
sort of like
called Vocabulantis.
where it got
And while
big,
stop
you
motion
know.
is nothing new to games,
Nintendo
their
really
POV
touts being like
perspective
this
here
great
is
company
something
that
really
only has
special.
high
It's still
quality,
a
and then
few
they
years
let
out, but
garbage
we're
like that on the eShop constantly.
My name is Johan Oettinger,
It's
and I am
such a
the
it's
stop
such
motion
a
part of
Pretty
the
much of a
items.
filter.
It just doesn't make sense.
Oh wait, Sophie was talking about this. She just left though.
Was this the Crablantis? Is that what it was? It called?
Vocabulantis.
Interjection army is destroying Vocabulantis.
Look, yeah, she was. She said to see how it is and let her know. So Cody, let
They
her
want
know.
to cast it onto Kickstarter.
I hate it.
The elevator is coming.
Dave, you can let her know. I guess you're married. You could do that.
Actually, it looks really cool. I'm a big fan of like stop motion or like games that kind of take a more artistic.
I need them both up here. Yes.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. They have a more artistic view about them.
Stop motion game she backed, yeah.
This does look really, the whole stop motion thing, that's gotta be so hard to like...
Similar to like Papitura, which I didn't end up playing.
I've dreamt.
But that game looked really cool. Stop motion with everything made out of paper.
That's crazy. Well, this looks really cool.
She also backed a game called Sunhaven, which is out the end of this month, I think.
Oh yeah, isn't that like
So Sophie's here in the chat.
Can control
There
the
you go.
Oh, she's back. Good timing.
She's hearing me talk through the wall, Sophie, to know that this
is
was
she
on.
at home with you? Is that why?
But then it's fully
She's in the other room.
where the animator
Postman Pat is stop motion. I still have never seen that.
take a photo and the animator moves the puppet again.
I don't know why I thought that was live action.
More interesting, we do it a little bit different. So the animator moves the puppet and we take the photo.
How that's got to be so challenging to make a game all out that like that's incredible.
What's your favorite stop motion movie, if you have one?
So as you can see,
Nightmare
each
Before
pose of
Christmas.
the puppet is
That's a good one.
several times with different
A great one.
I like Corpse
and
Bride.
out of them we can
Also a great one.
photos into
What
Mine isn't Tim Burton. Mine is Isle of Dogs
the 3D engine.
by Wes Anderson.
Light
That's a good
information
one.
based
That's a really good one.
on light.
Well, talking about my own suggestion here.
Sophie says Paranorman and Coraline.
Ooh, I haven't seen Paranormal, but well, I don't know that I've seen Coraline either. I've read the book.
It's supposed to be really good, yeah, Paranorman.
Fantastic Mr. Fox as well, that's the same.
Ooh, yeah, that's Wes Anderson too.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
And there was the Box Trolls I really liked as well.
I haven't seen that one.
That's a good one.
Cody, your stream is up to 26 likes. That's awesome.
James and the Giant Peach.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's a throw.
That's an old one, yeah.
The handmade sets that
For some reason, I wasn't allowed to watch that when I was a kid. I don't know why.
over here.
Really?
Yeah. Let me text my mom.
Your parents were disproving of giant fruit.
Well, it was the same people that, like, company that did Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skellington makes a cameo in James and the Giant Peach.
What?
Does he really?
He's the skeleton in the Sunken Pirate ship.
Oh wow.
And then we use that in the game engine.
That's so crazy how they're making this game. Just like watching them do all this stuff is insane.
Like in a movie, it makes sense to me because it's like linear. You're making scenes, you're making just a straightforward narrative. But in a game, there's probably like choices, different, right? There's different paths for players to take. There's so much to consider.
I hope you liked what
That
you
would
see.
be tough
We
to
are
have
looking
to
forward to
plan
showing
all
you
those
more.
things in. Imagine trying to make it. Imagine trying to make a game like this, like they're doing, but then also like trying to have a full-time job. Like I can't imagine like just that time balance of having to do all that.
Oh, she's dead.
Hey, let's not be negative, Cody. It's the positive stream.
Yes, get up now.
She's gonna be. Look, she's alive. No, she's not. Never mind.
Nope, sorry.
What the heck is that?
It could be Atlantis.
Oh, she.
All right, Crablantis, Sophie, you heard it. Adventure Pals 2.
Having been pretty much rooted to the spot for over a year,
I'm really enjoying this segment. I'm glad they put this right after.
this next game.
Apparently, we should have just streamed this part.
So other indie game events coming over the next week. Wholesome Games is happening this Saturday. I think Guerrilla Collective Part 2. What just happened?
It's gone black.
It has gone black. That's not on us. Or on me. Yours is black too?
Yeah, I'm watching the stream that Nintendo Life are showing.
It's doing the same thing here as well. Wait, does that mean
Okay.
it's over?
But I feel like they were just talking about another game.
Yeah, the stream's just cut out. I think they were going into it. Here we go. Back now.
Who knows? Technical issues. We've all been there.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, Road 96. This will be at Steam Next Fest
this
as
was
well.
in that indie.
Yes.
As a teenager that wants to
Road 69. I love it.
in the brick of turmoil and reach the border, which is
Dave's favorite number.
The Nintendo Live stream chat saying, is that Vocabulantis PC only? And they're saying no idea. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it is coming to Switch because Sophie backed it on that reason.
Yeah, why would she back a PC only game?
closer to the border you will come across different characters.
This looks
each
pretty
of them
cool, this
with
one.
their unique backgrounds, storyline.
Wait, Sophie, what's your favorite Wes Anderson movie? Or do you only collect the stop motion ones?
Yeah, she's talking about the stop motion ones.
Yeah, I like the look of this game. I like kind of choose your own adventure style stuff.
Before we get much further, I should let you know that I have some anger management issues. Now you know. So, where are we headed today with Happy Taxi?
Jared with Happy Taxi scares me a little bit.
Now sit back and enjoy your ride with Happy Taxi.
By making those decisions along the way, you start tracing your own path to the border, and that path will be different for each player.
I saw you looking at my mags. Are you a fan of dinosaurs? I won't get angry if you aren't.
Say no. Say no. There we go.
You will discover personalities
their decisions.
of this
Yeah, I just wanted to see him get mad after he said he wouldn't about dinosaurs.
trauma.
That dude's a psycho.
Progressively, by all the decisions, you may even change the country.
Guess you forgot I had a gun. Now, get in your filthy van and find me a light.
I'm Mikey Goodman. I play Jared and many other characters on the Road 96.
I feel like having a smoke.
A lot of bad things happen.
He's just
in
rocking his hood,
life.
trying to be real
He's really
cool.
bitter.
Mikey
and
Goodman.
He's kind of taking his revenge out on everyone else.
I mean, it's always cool to see first-person indie games, just because I have to imagine building a first-person fully 3D world like this has got to be so much harder.
From thousands of possibilities.
And to make it polished. So it's really, it's always impressive.
Played games with me.
And this looks really explorable. Like there's a ton of
And they made me realize
areas. It seems like
that
at
I
least
have
in
to
the
come back
trailers.
home. I have to make my own way.
I think I actually kind of prefer that it's more
Where am I?
more of an animated style too in the first person. Like the game I played recently that was first person was a bird in cage, and it was, I think they tried to make it look more realistic, and the graphics just didn't measure up.
That was the metal one, right? The
Yeah.
metal, like,
It's still early.
Yeah.
The graphics ended up just being distracting.
Something really special and unique with
the characters did look
On paper,
very.
it's a town building sim.
They just look very
Go
dated,
about
like
your
very,
business,
very like
you build up a
polygonal and stuff.
population, erect buildings,
And like their clothes were like glued to them. Like their clothes were part of their body.
Hello everybody, we're
Yeah.
Claudia Beck
That was a good game though.
and Philomena Schwab.
That's probably why the cell shading
from
type
Studio.
stuff in general has
We're here
like
today to present to you our
lasted
upcoming
longer
game,
just because it
Wandering
can
Village,
cover up a lot of
city
the
building simulation game
imperfections, I
on the
guess,
back
otherwise.
of a giant
Yeah, I find
wandering village.
cartoony games stand the test of time longer. If you look back at, say, GameCube, PS2 era, the cartoony games look better than the realistic ones still.
Well, yeah, I mean, even not indie related, but look at Wind Waker, right? I mean, Wind Waker, sure, it got an HD port for Wii U, but like, it didn't necessarily need it because it still has that same really charming vibe.
Yeah.
Well, this looks cool. What is this?
Said it was like a wandering, the wandering village. It's on the back of a giant creature. A game came out like this last fall called Far as the Eye, or Fate. This looks very similar to that.
Our studio is
This
known
looks really
for
cool.
doing science-based
It's almost,
games.
it's very
This one is based in
Xenoblade,
biology
because
and
in Xenoblade, right, you're on the backs of the giant creatures, isn't that right, Dave? In Xenoblade, aren't you on the back of the giant creatures?
In Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you are.
Yeah, that's what this looks like. It looks like it could be that.
He calls it Gramps,
Yeah, the giant. Yeah,
and he becomes the little thing.
Visually, the game is inspired by Moebius and Studio Ghibli.
This looks like a
and
Sophie game.
musically, it's influenced by various forms of folkloric music from all around the world.
Interesting. So, so it's like a building manager or like a town building
Your
kind of
people
management
will
game.
be
Interesting.
escaping and
It looks like the
seeking
Colonists a
shelter
little
from
bit.
a toxic
Yeah.
fungus. and they will find it on this giant animal they call Umbu.
The animals look really sick.
Traveling from biome to biome, bringing
They're
new
sick?
opportunities,
That's not
but
good.
also new challenges.
Hey.
They're going extinct.
No, too soon.
And you're going to be communicating with the Umbu.
Too soon, Cody.
To create and build on your symbiotic relationship.
A few 100 million years too soon.
Specific building
We'll never recover.
near the animal's head, so it will be able to hear you. You then
Interesting.
get this additional view.
Man, yeah,
zooming
this is
out
a
the
big
animal,
surprise. This
giving
whole
it different
indie
commands.
after the main thing is really surprising. So you didn't know this was going to happen, Cody?
Such
I had no idea.
lay down.
I'm surprised they wouldn't have like put that as part of your like material to be like, hey, by the way.
Yeah, the press kit didn't really have
But the
a
only
lot of info. I mean, it had this nice graphic, which was awesome.
to listen to you, but
Hey, it's a great
sometimes it
surprise,
won't,
so-
depending
Yeah,
on mood and
I'll
your
take it.
relationship
Very much
with the
enjoying
animal.
this.
We are
Yeah,
big fans
the 3
of
hour,
city games,
the
colony
3 hour
cities in general.
mark apparently was
Don't
right then,
Starve,
or it could be right.
Black and White, The Settlers.
Yeah, so we still have over 30 minutes.
And all of them inspired us.
Any more indie game predictions?
Two games that are most similar
Don't
to
take.
ours. It would be Frostpunk and Airborne.
It's not an indie game.
Because they not only
No.
share our genre, but they
No.
also have a unique setting
Thought it
and a
was.
limited building space.
Yeah, predictions in the chat. Let's hear it. Leon said cozy management sims are all the rage at the moment. Yeah,
Yeah, they really are.
but I think a lot of that probably
hoping
also
to
comes down
release the
to
Wandering
the
Village
state of the
in Steam
world the
Early
last year and a half,
Access
2
later
years
this
or
year
whatever,
in
right? People have wanted to just
So
play
if you
those.
liked what
A
you
lot of
saw,
people have wanted to
please
play those
consider
more
to leave us a wish
relaxing,
list.
in
And if you want
control
to stay
games.
up to
Let's
date
put it that
with
way.
the development,
And this was also like equal part
Thanks for your attention. See you.
Colony Sim too, or like World Builder, which is also kind of all the rage right now.
Definitely, definitely. You guys didn't wave to them; they waved bye to us.
Oh. Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby. Get out your Get out that Terminator game again, Dave. That you had Resident Evil 2 Terminator Edition. No, you don't actually have to. Is that it? There it is. Oh, there's actually Terminator. Nice.
£99. Bargain.
Nice. I can't wait to have like a little
Next
game
up is
in area.
Unbeatable from
They're
D-Cell
all
Games.
on the floor,
just coming
thanks
off
to you.
a-
Wait, did they say when that game was coming out?
You're welcome.
Oddly, it's another
I don't know.
beautiful narrative.
It comes out when it
adventure
comes out.
game with rhythm mechanics, but much different than a musical story. So
Thank you, Scree, for the follow on Twitch. Thank you very much.
Yay!
I'm Rachel Lake.
How many followers do you have on Twitch?
I'm
Cody?
Geoffrey.
I'm RJ Lake.
Good question. Let me check.
We're making Unbeatable
158.
anime-inspired
Nice,
rhythm
that's
adventure
awesome.
game where music is a lead.
I mean, a lot of them are like crossover between channels. Moro's at 2% battery.
What about the battery?
Moro's at 2%. You can do it, Moro. Only 30 minutes left.
Oh gosh, tomorrow you're hardcore. I feel like anytime there's a stream and you're hanging out, you're always like you always drain your battery for us. You're a true hero. Can you plug it in though? I guess that's why I don't understand.
The basic setup is simple.
But thank you for
have
being here,
two
Moro.
buttons.
You are a true.
One button for up
True
and
legend.
one button for down.
What the heck is this?
This one looks kind of cool.
This
I know
is
you
for
don't.
you then, Cody.
You don't like rhythm games.
I don't have rhythm, so that probably is part of it.
If Nick was still here, he'd say I don't have rhythm either.
Fighting off monsters during a
I'm
road
that's probably true.
I'm really bad at the bass sections in Night in the Woods. Have either of you played that?
In between that, you're going to be exploring the
watched you
city,
play it.
avoiding the authorities,
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at those actually.
finding hidden secrets, and, of course, planning out your
But it's
illegal
interesting because you
underground
love rhythm
crossings.
games, so
In this early
I do.
section of the game,
maybe it helps you
that's
feel
the
like
pink hair.
the part
And
that
three
you wish you were
bandmates
in
just
yourself.
I just play them on easy.
daring escape from the local police.
That's completely fair. Oh, you just have something for everything, Dave? I feel like I could
Find
mention
themselves
anything and you
washing
have
up on a
something.
beach on the outskirts of the city, and now need to
That
scope
is a
out a
guitar.
venue and figure out where they're
Oh, it's not a real
going to
guitar.
and
Okay.
practice.
Oh wait, Chef was asking if you have Streets of Rage, Dave.
Realizing the songs that you're
Which one? I have Streets of...
The songs you have
I've got
access to
something
here
there.
are all
I have
based on
this,
what
the Mega
each and the
Drive
band
Mini. I
have
have
managed
Streets
to
of Rage
write,
2 is on
which
there.
is influeed by all of your decisions.
I have the Mega Drive collection on the Xbox 360, which has the 3 Streets of Rage games, but I don't have the most recent one, Streets of Rage 4. That's on my wish list. When it goes on sale again, I'll probably get it.
Dave, if you got an Xbox, you could have it on Xbox Game Pass.
You know, I'm still toying between PS5 and Xbox Series X, and Game Pass is the reason I'd go towards Xbox.
I mean, 100%. I mean, every first-party Xbox, every first-party Microsoft game is going to be on day and date on Xbox Game Pass, which is insane. Sony can never compete with that unless they do the same thing.
Nostalgia and the ways that nostalgia.
Yeah, but you're shelling out $60 or £60 or whatever it is, like, as opposed to getting that same price game day and date for your subscription.
I
That's
suppose,
incredible.
especially because Sony, it's like 70 quid for a game now on PS5, isn't it?
Sony's really dropping the ball a lot in terms of how to actually be consumer friendly.
I did get rid of my PlayStation Plus subscription, so I'm not tied to Sony anymore.
I mean, there's not a reason to have it. Like, they don't provide enough value for
We're
what it is.
enormously excited for everyone to check it out when it's done.
Xbox, I feel like Xbox has always been the
Unbeatable white label right now.
What's
you
the
can
word?
grab it on Steam and itch, and it will let you play through a dozen
underdog, and they're going to really knock it out of the park with all the exclusives.
Yeah, Xbox has always been the underdog in terms of like console performance, I feel like. Or they've been like, wasn't it Xbox One that didn't have Blu-ray, or maybe it was 360 and PS3 or PS4 did. It like their specs have just been lower.
DVD.
Right, but Microsoft, their consoles have always performed better than like in terms of specs they do better in that. But
Digital are back
but yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, who cares? Console wars doesn't matter. Just play what you like to play.
So if you're
Is Game Pass separate to Xbox Live?
It's all included now. They have a thing where you can do for like $10 or $12 or whatever the equivalent is, and it bundles in gold, Game Pass, and like some other things. Like it's all these things in one for like $12 or something.
So I don't really play games online, so I wouldn't, care about Xbox Live.
I think Game Pass is like £10 for you, £10 a month or something.
That's pretty good, actually.
And to think about it, you get every Xbox exclusive day and date. Like that's Sony will have to do something to compete.
Yeah, they'll have to keep up.
$70 for a game is ridiculous.
Banjo-Kazooie will be on it as well, won't it?
I mean, if they come out with another Banjo-Kazooie.
But I mean the rare replay.
Adventure
that's on there.
World where nothing naturally
It's on there right now, yeah.
And this group of lazy office worker crows.
So Moro said he doesn't have enough cables to charge. He's charging multiple other things. But he says now his phone is at 3%. It's a miracle. How did that happen?
Xbox 360 and Live Arcade was superb for indies. Oh yeah, absolutely, Leon. That Xbox 360 era when like Castle Crashers and things like that came out, it was such an awesome time.
I don't think I've seen this game before, but it actually kind of reminds me of Tunic. Less colorful, of course, but the world seems similar.
It's interesting how many like top-down games there have been, right? There have been a ton this whole entire show.
The combat focuses on
I really got into indies then.
Mistakes are punished and skill is rewarded.
That's kind of when indies first started coming out, because you had Castle Crashers, you had Limbo, you had Super Meat Boy. Like Microsoft really pushed that, which was cool.
Yeah, that's how I got into indies, was on Game Pass. I played Hollow Knight, and then I played Limbo.
And we've been
yeah, I feel like there were a couple others that I played too, but Hollow Knight changed the game for me.
Microsoft also has this thing. They don't market it a lot because there's probably not a lot of money in it. But if you actually go onto like the Xbox store, like on your console or whatever, they have like a whole creator program thing as well, where like if you're a small creator and you don't want to go through the whole process of like whatever the process is, you can release your game for like $1 or something like that and let people try it out. So they even push that. They don't market it, but it's something that's even on there, which is really cool.
But it's equally
support smaller.
I used games back on Xbox 360 that were really cheap, like that.
Story.
Like there was one called I Made a Game with Zombies in it, I remember.
Yeah.
The structure and the
It's cool they've been doing
most closely match one of our oldest
Braid, yeah.
The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, you're right, Leon. Braid is definitely. Braid is made. Isn't that made by Jonathan Blow, the same guy that made The Witness?
Really? Oh, The Witness was so good.
Well, I don't know if that's true. I think that's true. Someone let me know. Leon, if you know, did Jonathan Blow, the same guy that made Braid, make The Witness?
You have a grim job to do. but you'll also bring hope to the...
Dave, do you know if Summertime Madness is coming out on Switch next week? Or is it only coming out on Steam?
But the moment-to-moment interactions have touches of humor and positivity.
What's that, baby?
It's a game that reminds me of The Witness, actually. It's like a first-person puzzler.
It's this
Summertime Madness?
It is coming to Switch, yeah.
It comes out on the 17th, right?
If so, you can
I'll
look
have a
forward to
look.
playing Death's Door when it comes out this summer. Thanks very much.
They don't have an eShop listing for it yet, it doesn't look like.
Release date.
The eShop does a really good job of like showing indies that are coming out, which is really cool.
And showing the prices before they're coming out. That's where I always go to check game prices, because Steam doesn't until it's released, which I think is odd.
They don't? Interesting.
Maybe it's up to the developer. It feels like occasionally I see a price before.
One thing about the eShop though that really annoyed me, talking of prices, once you buy a game on there and you look at it on the eShop again, it doesn't tell you the price anymore. Which when you're doing a review of the game and you want to say the price, it's really annoying. That is, and
over the last generation
on the
of games,
Wii
we've
U and
seen
3DS, it does still tell you the price after
but it's
you've
not just
bought it.
technology leading the charge.
That's pretty
It's
standard though, because
Behind the
Xbox
Frame
and
is a
PlayStation
perfect
do the same thing. They
example
don't
of
show you
that.
the price
It's a
after you bought it on
narrative-focused
there.
experience from
Okay, so Summertime Madness is coming later for Switch. It's being released next week for PC.
Also,
that's what Leon said. Yeah, consoles later.
It's been known to be a tearjerker.
I think it looks really good.
Oh, Leon also said Leon said, yeah, it was Jonathan Blow, same guy. So the same guy that made Braid made The Witness, which is cool. Thank you, Leon.
We're a civil line studio located in Taiwan.
Oh, Chef
Today
asked a
we're
question.
going to
Do
show
you
you a
do you
little
get
bit
to
of
keep
our
the
game
games that are on Game
behind the
Pass? So the way Game Pass works is, as long as basically think of it like Netflix. As long as you're an active subscriber, you can download and play and every single game as much as you want. But once you're done with the service, you can't play it anymore.
Was
just like any other.
This is.
You need to. Sorry, you say you download it. Do you need to have an internet connection to play it?
Not unless the game requires it, like through its servers. That's what makes it such a good service. Is like a lot of things like PlayStation Now, you can't download a lot of the games. It's just stream them, and streaming is just such a gamble. Game Pass, you can download all of them, even offline or play them offline as long as the game doesn't require it, which is so cool.
Story
It's awesome.
game.
It's so worth it.
The story is
It's so
about a
worth it.
painter who is pursuing her lifelong dream to become a professional artist.
And there's a ton of indies on there, which is awesome too.
Yeah.
Alright.
£10 a month, that's 120 quid a year, that's not really anything, is it?
If you think about,
really want to
you know,
make
they
the
have
game
like,
feel
I
like
think it's
anime.
over 150 or something
So
games
we
right now.
sell anime
They're
style
constantly putting out new
version
games on it, switching it up, and all first-party games. So, plus all Bethesda games going forward. So your Elder Scrolls, your Fallouts, every single one of those will be day and date, and you don't have to buy it separate. You
Yeah,
can't
so
copy
it's
it.
like,
first-person
that's like the
perspective.
price of like 2
With several
AAA games a
cutscenes.
year, isn't it?
Sony will have to do something to compete because people will just be like, well, I can get this exclusive on Sony, but I can spend $70, or I can get a similar experience and not have to pay anymore. Like, it's so consumer friendly, which is awesome.
The only problem I can see with having it is, am I actually going to play the games on there?
But there's no risk. Like, I don't know if you guys ever had this where like you buy a game because you've been so excited, or you buy a game because you just want to know, and then you realize you don't like it. I mean, with this, you can try it, and if you don't like it, you just
like it, no problem. Yeah, true.
you lose a risk factor of like $60 or 60 pounds or whatever, right?
And sometimes, like, an older game will pop up that you've kind of looked over or forgotten about for a while, and then all of a sudden you're like, it's free, and it's available. Like, why wouldn't I play it? I like that factor too.
An interesting point as well that someone made on a YouTube channel, which I didn't even think about, which was really cool. So you know how accessibility is becoming a bigger thing for gaming. So like for people that can only play certain ways or because of different disabilities or what have you, right? Game Pass gives a lot of players that need more accessibility options the option to just try the game. Because what if you bought a game and you realize you can't, because of
Like I
your
mentioned before,
situation,
we
play a
want this
game?
game to have
You're out that
anime
money.
with
So it even gives people like
So
that,
we
which is
chose
really cool. Like
painting
it
2D panorama
provides more
environments
opportunities for more people
instead
to
of
play
building
games.
a 3D model.
So Steam has a return policy. Like, any game under, I think it's that you've played under 2 hours, you can you can file for a return. I've done it a couple times. I've never had it rejected for any reason. That could get interesting though with like some shorter games, a short hike. You could beat that in less than 2 hours and probably
Story is really about
technically return it. I feel like there's always going to be people who can like game the system.
Very true.
Or just scam the system. But I do appreciate that Steam has that option.
100%. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, you got to give people a way to like, as long as it's not abuse, give people a way to have some freedom with it.
Right, because sometimes you'll get a game thinking it's one thing,
Date of Death,
and then it's not. And you play 30 minutes of it, and you're like, I'm never going to open this up again. I hate it.
No, you're right.
Was it you, Geoffrey, who said to me that Microsoft are more interested in getting subscribers rather than selling game copies?
To extend beyond our own bandwidth.
So Phil Spencer, who's head of Xbox, has come out a lot of times saying that like, hey, you know, we want to sell like Xboxes, sure, but like their priority is to get, or what it sounds like is their priority is to have as many people in their service as possible, because that's something that recurs each month, right? So like for them, it's more of a priority to have that, and they can put the games on there, as opposed to selling consoles, which is a one-time deal. And it's working. I think Game Pass has like 25 or 26 million subscribers right now.
Wow.
At least when I last saw, which is incredible. So yeah, it's just different views.
Do games ever disappear from Game Pass?
They let you know ahead of time, though. Usually like a month or at least 2 weeks out which games are coming and going.
Okay.
We're trying to build a community.
Yeah, because it's all based on contracts, right? Like if a studio makes a contract with Game Pass to be on there for a year, like Cody said, they come and go all, like at a good amount of time. But it's so cool they communicate that ahead of time, not just like, okay, bye, and you're right in the middle of the game.
And they give you the option to buy it at a discounted price, which is nice too. At least in my experience, like any game that I was currently playing that was going away, you could buy it for like, I don't want to say 50% off, but it was something close. It may vary per game.
But that's awesome. That's a great like incentive, especially if you already liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like how games used to like always or seemingly always had demos, right?
Yeah.
Like especially on Xbox Live Arcade 360, you could try a trial of any game. Or it felt like, right?
Yeah. Leon says it's the Netflix of gaming.
Elechead is a
I think he's right.
platformer being solo developed by
I'm actually looking at the game they're showing now.
How dare you? We're having a conversation here, David.
I see a 2D platformer, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Elechead? How do you say that?
Thank you, Dragoon, over on Twitch for the follow.
Yay!
151. But we're still at 988 on YouTube. 989! Someone just subscribed as I was saying that. Wow.
All right.
We're 11 away. Tell your friends, folks. Tell your parents. Tell your children. Tell your aunts, uncles, cousins.
I'm on 904.
Once I get to 1,000, then I can focus on helping you, Dave, okay?
That's alright.
Then I can focus on helping you. You will. You guys are both good.
In 20 minutes, there's like a Sonic the Hedgehog live stream happening. I don't know what that's all about. It says Season 5, Episode 1, whatever that is.
Probably another disappointment.
Probably, yeah. You're gonna be like, oh, Sonic Prime footage.
Wait, speaking of 2D platformers, are you excited for Super Magbot later this month?
That looks cool. That does look cool.
It does look cool. It looks like, did you guys ever play the game called Dandara?
No.
It was like where you couldn't jump, but you just had to like, you platform by just like maneuvering through like shooting yourself different ways. That's what this looks like with the magnet ability.
Yeah. There's another one called Webbed that's like still in development, but you play as a spider and you move about by shooting your webs and like swinging back and forth. That one looks really cool. No release date yet though.
That's awesome. That sounds cool.
Leon has played Dandara.
I assume you have, Leon. You've heard of every game.
Remember VVVVVVV.
Schoolgirl trying to return home.
Welcome to my review.
As she's pursued.
Written by Gurr Martin.
Was that a platformer? That V1?
Yeah, it was. You had the one button to press. You flipped gravity upside down and navigated over spikes and stuff that way.
It truly means a lot to be a part of this. If any of the stuff
I missed what that game was, but everyone was saying it looks scary.
Discord or any of our events to check out and say hi.
Yeah, that looked like that game looked like one of those
www.dev,
old school
we're launching
or
a
survival horror
section
games with like the fixed
where
camera
both
angles.
foreign and domestic creators and collaborators can use to find each other. And please keep an eye on our next Asobo Indie Showcase coming this September.
Well, thank you,
Hope to see
person,
you
for
there.
telling us about it.
On its surface, our next game
Fishing
is a serene
RPG,
slice
so
of
feel
life
like
fishing
that.
RPG in a tranquil setting, 1980s Canada.
It is funny how many people love a
Underneath the
fishing
waves,
mini
there
game, but
lies
people
exciting
don't
adventure,
like it in real life. It's just one of those interesting things.
This isn't Moonglow Bay, is it?
Epic voyage. And maybe you'll encounter
Well, like one time on The Simpsons, Marge was like saying to Bart, let's go out for a bike ride, and Bart was like, I don't like going on bike rides, and he picks up his game and he's playing this biking simulator.
Oh, it is Moonglow Bay.
Live fishing RPG
Spoilers.
based on a town of people.
You ruined the show, Cody.
Spoilers.
What is Moonglow Blay? I don't know what you said.
Moonglow Gay. It's a fishing simulator.
Moonglow Bay. Okay. Oh, CodeSync. CodeSync does some good stuff. CodeSync made that Cake Bash game. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Cake Bash, yes. I had
That's who
that.
CodeSync was. That's such a fun game.
Well, Guppy.
Oh, I did not know it had this kind of
catch.
this kind of art style to it.
And you still
Oh, it has voxel art. Oh, that's
yeah. It's Minecraft. This is a Minecraft spin-off.
A fishing town.
Do you guys like? Actually, that's an interesting question because I know this style isn't used as much. Do you guys like this voxel art style? Because I don't.
I don't really.
About the
I think this game looks interesting enough where I would check it out and give it a chance, but I don't love the art styles. Dave?
It arrives on Game Pass. I don't like the art style,
On the
no.
Eastern Canadian coastline during the 1980s.
What do you guys think the reason is for developers to use like a voxel art? I just wonder, other than an artistic approach, do you think there's like a reason behind
Always
it?
admired fishing.
Here's
easier to use.
Legend of the River King.
My opinion,
I say easier in air quotes.
However,
please.
specifically in this game, is that it might be pretty similar to something like Stardew Valley, and maybe the art style could be something that really sets it apart.
Really wanted to capture.
I think it kind of has like that tranquil,
make it the heart of our game.
lazy day, like go do some tasks, go hang out with your friends, go meet people vibe. But I don't know that I've seen one that's is done in voxel art.
Gotcha.
What's that game coming out that everyone's criticising for being too much like Stardew Valley?
It looked like it had the same exact art. We actually talked about one the other day, Crowsworn, that looks almost identical to Hollow Knight.
Sell a variety of recipes.
Oh,
to upgrade
yes,
your shop,
yeah.
gear, and fishing.
Maybe someone in the chat knows
Economy of a
what that Stardew Valley game was.
Leon
Yeah,
says he's not keen on voxel art. Flower says it's hit or miss, depending on the game. Moro says he's only at 1% battery. Moro, you're doing it somehow.
Moro, hold on. You can do it.
14 minutes, potentially.
We don't know what's going on at this point. We think 14 minutes.
What if it still goes on for like 6 hours?
We will get off. We will get off around like
No, you
3:05
take bathroom
or
breaks,
5:05.
Are you
said we
banned
can't
apart
take-
from breaks?
You said we can't have any.
Wait, is she making her own aquarium? I don't know. I think this game actually looks kind of cool.
To traverse.
Yeah.
And the potential
This
for
is a
great
Sophie
encounters.
game if ever I saw one.
That kind of looks like Sophie running around.
All while on
And the journal. I do love games that have
You know what
journals.
she looks like.
We're also excited to share that in
A
addition
Tourist
to
was a
Xbox
good
consoles,
game.
Game
Yeah, I liked
Pass
that
and
one.
Steam,
I haven't played that.
they will be coming to your Epic Games Store,
That had that
which
voxel
you
style,
can
but people
choose
liked it,
now.
right?
This
I feel like
bay
It
it
was
is
made
full
by
of amazing
Shinen,
new
who also
creatures
did the
waiting to
fast
be
racing
discovered.
games.
Fast RMX, yeah.
So we'll
Yeah.
find them.
Dave,
and share
how did
them
I
with
forget
the
to tell you this? Before I forget, based on your review on Switch Up, my wife and I have been playing Bug
As
Fables,
long as this book is by
cool.
your side.
and we love it. It's awesome.
Enjoying it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go back to Paper Mario that we all wanted.
So the reason we did, we bought the new Paper Mario, even though I knew the battle system wasn't going to be for everyone, and
Yeah.
I hated it so much. And so we bought Bug Fables based on your review on Switch Up, and we love it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I really liked Origami King still. Even though it's not what I wanted, I still enjoyed it for what
This
it
next
was.
one mashes up a bunch of genres in an
Yeah, I mean the
unexpected
world building,
way,
the Mario
but it's
stuff, like
also
all of that was
satisfying.
amazing, but just the
It's
battle
called
system
River,
was just
and
such
it's
a
all
studio
it
called
needed was a
Straka
level up
Slovakia.
system, and that would have
And
fixed
they've
everything.
taken super
And there would have been a reason to battle.
Reason to battle.
And even above
So-
Bug
Fables: The Everlasting
and
Sapling
mush
is
it
a
all
great
together
is a
in
great game. So thank you for the
pretty
recommendation,
cool
Dave.
way.
Sorry, Cody.
No, Lady Swagtastic said Super Zoo Story. It's the Stardew lookalike.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Super Zoo Story. Yeah.
Action role
Oh.
Xbox and PC. Loot River.
Moro said I'm going to take my son
Ooh, Loot River.
to see the stream. Man, that's Moro. You're dedicated.
This one looks great. We talked about this
Oh yes.
after the Guerrilla Collective.
What is
This one looks so good. Loot River.
Loot River?
Loot River.
Loot River. Never heard of it. Oh look, it's Plague Knight. Plague Knight's in his own game again.
In Loot River, we wanted to create
Geoffrey.
a game about total
What?
player agents.
No, don't get another game. We're fine.
With the ability
Cody,
to
I like
leverage
you're just
the
like no, stop it.
You can
Sit down.
Cut the stream. Cut the stream now.
Oh wait, it's me. I can cut the stream.
Yeah, it's yours. You can stop. You can exit them out quickly.
You wake up in an alternative.
Yep, those are amiibos. Thank you, Dave.
We are right now.
Plague Knight in the
hub
middle,
area
if you
that
can
can
tell.
fill with useful NPCs.
If Cody hits 1,000 right now, Dave will open up every one of his collector's amiibos.
No, if I hit 1,000 right now, I'll open them up.
We're gonna make it happen.
You shouldn't say that. What if someone just like tuned in that like knew all these people?
Then I will I'll have 1,000
traverse the
subscribers.
area
There we go.
using wooden platforms.
You guys are so close.
that you
It's
can
awesome.
slide in
I love
any
it.
direction you want.
I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to sell these amiibos, so why am I keeping them boxed?
are handy tool in combat.
That's the problem with collecting. Like you just want to hold on to it forever.
Groups of enemies, or
When we
providing a
moved
hasty
here,
retreat.
I had 2 big cardboard boxes filled with these amiibo, and I'm like, if I'd opened them all up, then it would have been in one smaller box.
Here,
But you had to transport the air that was around them and
Yeah.
that sacred packaged air.
I'll make a path.
And even this
Blur them
banjo
out,
one,
circle
like
back,
it arrived to
then
me like
north
that.
and
That's all
up.
bent, so that's
You
not
can
even
send it back.
going to be worth anything
And after,
anyway.
you can counter them.
Dave, hasn't anybody told you can't take the stuff with you when you go? So open it up, play with it. Have fun.
Enemies
and
get
the
stranger as
and
you
that
fight your
came
way
from
through
the
Loot
Nintendo store
like a
itself
mage
as
that can
well.
lock platforms
They just
together,
put it in such a
preventing
tiny
you from
box.
escaping until you defeat it.
Nintendo losing their quality.
Yeah.
I'm curious, how do you think the movement mechanics work in this game? Do you think like the right thumbstick moves the platform that you're on, and the left thumbstick moves your character? I just thought about it.
Handcrafted elements similar to Dead Cells or
Yeah, because it's almost like
this way we ensure the
how would you
intention
and maybe like the
and
triggers
logic
for attacking
with
or
a clear
something.
way forward while also
Yeah.
keeping every run.
So is it like a puzzle game, an action puzzle game almost?
It's
Kinda.
a roguelike.
I mean, it feels like it could be. Interesting mechanics. It could be like a twin stick, but you.
I feel like it would have to be.
You'll encounter many
Sorry, go ahead.
other.
No, you go.
Some of them
No.
hostile, but many still
Dave?
friendly. You'll encounter merchants.
Okay, I feel like it does have to be fast because if you're gonna move platforms that quickly, to switch it and turn it, you'd almost
Or
have to have it on the
vendors
thumbstick,
who
right?
can join your group and help you unlock permanent upgrades.
And without your character moving, like it showed.
Encounter beings.
It showed the platform moving while the guy was standing still, and it showed the guy moving onto the platform and the platform not moving immediately.
Independently, yeah.
Interesting mechanic. Yeah, that's cool.
I bet boss fights will be really crazy with this too, because usually you're bouncing between platforms, but now you can also move them.
That looks like such a cool way to fight a boss as well.
This is what's so great about indies in general, like just the level of creativity you see, you know, it's so cool.
Because they have to do something different to stand out, don't
This looks really cool. Wow.
they?
Yeah, a lot of people were talking about that after. When was that? Last Saturday was the Guerrilla
The
Collective?
game has an art style that looks unlike anything else. That's definitely the case with this next game. It's from a small team in Ecuador and really captures the sights and sounds of the place well. This is Despalote.
Hi.
I haven't heard
My
of
name
this
is
one.
Julian, and I'm the main developer.
Despalote.
Sebastián Balbuena, who is in charge.
Something like that.
That was very beautiful.
The game is being produced by Gabe.
There's no dancing, but there is still singing. You're welcome.
It was very pretty.
I know what this is.
This dude looks real tired. Just gonna throw that out
You
there.
play as a kid, and you're
This dude
sitting
needs a
around
break
in
from making his
school
game.
just waiting for it to be over because
She's talking about it. He's like, yeah, Despalote.
Is it time for a nap yet? Yeah, my game is. Interesting art style. It's like a sepia tone. That's very.
But then the characters are very stark.
Huh.
Oh, Dave, who's your guest?
2001, and Ecuador is on the verge of qualifying to the World Cup.
No.
They have never qualified to the World
Dave,
Cup.
what are you doing?
So it is a
Is that
pretty big deal,
Wario?
and everybody is
His
anxiously
name
awaiting
Wario?
the final match.
Wait, wasn't it Waluigi?
It's Waluigi.
Oh no! Good thing I'm not a Nintendo channel.
You'd be cancelled. We'd be flaming you on Twitter right now.
Country was just coming out
I mean,
of this
they
big
should probably do that
financial
anyway.
crisis. The idea of qualifying just gave a lot of people a lot
This
of
looks
hope.
really. This art style is. It almost has that Return of the Obra Dinn art style, right? I mean.
Yes, that's what I was. That's what I was trying to think of.
Like a sepia toned, although that can be
don't
quite
really play
polarizing, just
soccer
because that can be
much.
some people
To
it
be
makes
honest,
like
it's
feel
just
dizzy.
way more fun to kick it
Because I tried
around.
watching Cece, whose videos of her doing Return of Obra Dinn, but it made me feel nauseous because of the way that moved.
Actually, this camera movement is making me more nauseous than the graphics themselves. It's very like.
Look away.
I find with first-person games, watching someone else play makes me feel weird.
That's fair. That's fair. Because your mind's not in like that thing of like I have to control this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the
It is
film
full of
Hardcore
characters just going
Henry. I
about
think I
their
mentioned
day.
that before.
Mm-mm.
That was like all in
He
first
recorded
person
these
like action,
conversations
and
in
that
an
made me.
Actually, car sickness is kind of the same. Like, I've never gotten car sick when I'm driving, only when I'm riding.
Yeah,
Yep.
true.
100%. It must have to do something with the brain when you're like actively doing the thing, right?
You're
I guess.
engaged in it. Yeah, that's so weird.
Watching my Chivalry video back, and that made me nauseous because of how fast everything moved, but not playing it. So.
Really?
Because it's like, when I'm playing, I know the character's gonna look left quickly because
They
I'm
all
controlling
react
it.
to
But
the
when I'm
ball
watching
in
someone
unique
else, I
ways,
don't know
and
that's gonna
sometimes this
happen.
leads to a
Yeah.
big narrative.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Look at that. We did like a science thing. Look, we're smart.
We are scientists now.
If you want to learn stuff, come subscribe to our channel.
My science lesson is
Sebastian
I
is
know
doing an incredible
it's
job
gonna look
handling
left
all
if
the
I'm
characters.
making it happen.
And I won't puke if I know it'll happen.
From places in Quito.
All of the people that are like actually really smart and like that would be watching are going to be so disappointed. Oh look, we got like 4 new people since we said that.
Oh, have we? Whoa. Well, welcome everybody.
Welcome, science people.
Basically, Despelote is.
If you haven't already, please subscribe. We're very close to 1,000.
A place.
Or just stick around for a good time chatting about indies for like 5 more minutes.
And Cody will put out a science video at 1,000.
You enjoy it when we finally.
You'll be like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
The science of why horror games make you pee yourself.
There you go. All right, dude. This dude needs to go take a nap. So go take a nap.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's nauseous making his own game. Oh man, okay. How much of a bummer would that be if you got really far into developing your game and you realize you making the game actually makes you feel sick from what you did? How disappointing would that be?
Like you could never.
In all seriousness.
Like to the point where you couldn't finish making it, or just to the point where you couldn't play it after you finished it?
No, to the point like you're making it and like moving around the things and practicing with whatever. Like you actually felt sick. Like what would that would be such a bummer.
They evolved their
It
narrative
doesn't
pedigree
matter.
and
We
take
can
it
move on.
into a much more supernatural territory.
This is the last one he just said.
Annapurna Interactive.
Wait, Annapurna?
That's worth mentioning because they've also been so kind to lend us a sneak
It's time for a potty
at
break.
their upcoming Annapurna Interactive showcase,
Like 2 hours
which
ago.
is chock full of free.
Wait, when is Annapurna doing a showcase? Probably in June.
Everything's in June.
World exclusive premiere.
Blue's Clues?
Wait, wasn't Last Stop shown during Nintendo Direct? Or the Indie Direct?
But remember, the world premiere doesn't necessarily mean
Ah,
it could
it's
mean
just
that
a new
it's
trailer.
That's the premiere.
Yeah, this was one of the 2 Annapurna ones that were introduced.
Wasn't it one of the ones where we're like...
It was very vague.
It looked like the same as the other game, right? Or something like that.
Let's get into
Yeah, that's right.
Are you a human being?
See, this art style, I don't like. It's kind of that weird, like washed out. It reminds me of that like first-person sci-fi game you were saying. It just looks really washed out. Like, I don't like that.
back. So I feel like I haven't properly explained this. Are you okay traveling to the other side of the galaxy?
Wormholes, I like it.
We're making history here, Mina.
A human microwave? I don't like it.
It sounds like an X-Files vibe.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Owl backpack.
Yeah, I don't like the art style is really turning me off though. It's like weird clay. I don't know.
Mistake.
But hey, for all of you that like it, you have to ask.
I gave up.
It feels like these are stock characters.
This is it. Don't you want to know what's on the other side?
I agree. I forgot to say, Moro said he gets sick from games like that. Leon said I used to have PSVR, and he would get sick from it as well.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Wow, they already have a release date. Oh, it's next month. I was thinking it said 2022. It's July 22nd of this year.
I don't know.
Wait, this is Solar Ash.
The final game they're leaving it on? Oh, no.
Oh, they're giving us like a sneak peek of the Annapurna Interactive showcase.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wait.
Oh, that looks cool.
That cat one. What's that called? I've seen it before.
Yeah, the cat one where like in a cyberpunk city or futuristic city. Is that the one?
Yes.
Is it? It's not Alone, is it?
Where is it?
Or Stray. Stray.
Stray. Yeah, that's right. That was good. And a few more surprises. Interesting.
July 29th. Okay, thank God it's not in June. Holy cow. I can't take another one.
Yeah, there's a lot for sure.
So E3 this weekend, Future Game Show is part of that, which usually has some good indies too.
There it is. They're straight. Yeah.
Or something like it's just so inspiring.
There's a lot of things this month or this year, this summer. I
If
mean,
you're looking to submit one of your awesome games for a future Day of the Devs, head on over to dayofthedevs.com and sign up for our email list. It's the first place we spill the beans.
I like his hair.
For submissions, no matter what time of year it is.
Thanks to all of my co-hosts, thanks to I Am 8-Bit, and everybody who helped.
yeah, it's going to be a lot of news.
Thank
Not
you,
necessarily
as
indies, but in
always,
the next
to
few
the
days
generous
with all the
support from our
conferences, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff probably.
making
So.
all of this
Yeah, I can't wait to see everything that the E3 has. There are going to be some indie games there, like Life Slide is being featured, which was that paper airplane flying game that I really liked.
And we super appreciate it. Extra
there'll be
special
some for sure.
thanks to all the musicians who performed
For
or lent
sure.
their flavors to this broadcast. We made it
Chef says meow.
We got
Indeed.
Luca and Omniboy.
Mr. That looks like Mr. Meow.
What
a game.
Corbin, Ashley Barrett.
Never heard of it.
Again, performing at a Day of the Devs.
Heard of what?
This time from the super giant masterpiece Hades.
Hades.
The poet, the legend.
Hades?
There
I
was
never
one
heard of
who
that
lent us
either.
his beats yet again.
I don't think any of us have
I
tried.
feel like I've seen both of you play it.
I wouldn't play
Well,
that.
next time I hope we get
Jeffrey
each other in
rated it the
person.
fourth
And we
best
got one more to
roguelike on the
close you
Switch.
out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Science.
Although, Inside Baseball, that was actually one of your picks, and we just had to swap because of something internally.
Wait, are they going to leave us with Oxenfree 2 again? Why is this? Why is this the end of every showcase?
Stop it, Oxenfree 2. Because I think we're the anomalies here. Most people are super excited for this.
Or most people have already left.
Also,
This is a genre that me and Sophie call small talk and walk.
I mean, it's basically just an adventure point-and-click game, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people love it though. Lady Swagtastic loves it, and she can't wait for
love
this one.
We actually bought it at the high recommendation from a friend of ours, and I don't speak to that friend anymore.
I played.
Dave,
Sorry.
what would have solved that is if you had Game Pass, it's on Game Pass. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I played the first 5 minutes of it on Game Pass 3 separate times. Never got to a save point before I quit.
It's crazy because people absolutely love this game. I did the same thing as you, Cody. I tried it multiple times because it has some good horror vibes, but yeah, didn't stick.
I played it all the way through to the end just so I could say I've seen it all. Obviously, there's multiple endings. I only did one ending, but that was enough for me.
What is this trailer that's going on? They're just playing
the same thing.
This is longer though. They're just playing music.
They're scrolling through the radio signals.
It's a long time to show the same thing, though.
Yeah.
We're talking to aliens with a cool soundtrack.
They made the studio Night School made another game called After Party.
Lady Swagtastic, do you know how many endings there are in Oxenfree?
I can't wait for this game. Yeah, you're excited for it, Lady Swagtastic. Played through multiple times. Wow. So she is the hardcore fan.
Lady Swagtastic, how far are you into Mass Effect?
That's not an indie game. You can't ask that, Cody, legally.
Oh, that's right. We're in the indie game showcase now. Sorry.
All right. So is this the end of it? Do we need to dip out? It looks like people are dipping out.
I guess.
You said that's so sad.
Well, maybe we'll leave this on in the background as we talk about.
Yeah.
As we wrap up here. It's not bad music. The worst. So, what do you guys think? What's your overall score for the day? For all 3 hours, I'll say.
6.
6?
Maybe. 6 or 7, yeah.
Okay.
I would say 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. I'm still gonna...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You can justify your scores.
I would say 7 out of 10 just because, I mean, it was fun. It was fun to sit here and watch, but like Dave mentioned earlier, if I was watching this on my own, I probably would have dipped out. That being said, until the indie part happened, it was nice to see all the indies, but that's also just because my channel, and just like yours, Cody, is indie focused, so it's important to me, not only because of games, because of like what I do for my for a living, so it's important, but nothing really was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this.
If we just watched this last hour or so, and it'll be a solid 8 or 9, I'd say. But yeah,
I think
really enjoyed this last bit.
Yeah, I don't know that we saw
conversations. A 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
11 out of 10.
That's what's brought
Well,
it up.
let's not go that far.
I don't feel like we saw like that many world premieres of indie games. I mean, I think we saw maybe 1 or 2, like previously unannounced indie games, which is kind of what I was hoping for. But at the same time, I'm really glad that we did see a Sable announcement date. That's the highlight for me. We saw Elden Ring. That was really cool, even though it's not indie. I really would have liked to see an announcement date for Tunic. Maybe we'll see one later this month. Who knows? I'll give it an 8 because I'm really stoked about Sable. I think it could be up there with some of my favorite indie games ever, just based on what I've seen of it so far.
So the chat, just to get into what they said real quick. So Moro, first of all, said, did he survive? Yes, Moro, you survived. That's not
Stay strong.
You survived. Flower said she'd give it an 8. Leon said 5 or 6. Lace White Task is at 6 or 7. So it looks like, it's kind of all similar places.
Yeah. I guess I'm the extreme outlier on the top. I'm just an
That incorrect.
I'm an stream ending now. No, I'm just an excitable person. I get hyped about, I don't know, I get hyped about this stuff.
There just weren't any, and that's not to say none of these games look interesting. There just wasn't that, wow factor or that surprise factor. Like, most of these games we've heard of, even like Elden Ring, as cool as it looks, we knew this was coming. None of it, there wasn't these big standout surprise moments of oh my gosh, can't wait for this. At least for me, there's some fun games. Some of it looks awesome. We knew about most of these. That's the thing, I guess.
It's just in that first sort of up until the indie bit, there wasn't really anything for me personally. Other than that Tunic, I quite like the look of. Everything else excited me.
I did like during the Day of the Devs that they spent a good bit of time talking to the developers or letting them talk about their games, even though a lot of the times we were talking over it. I really like those insights and the background stories into A, why they make the game, or B, how they're making it, or C, etc. Just hearing their processes is really interesting to me, and I think a lot of people do.
Well, it is, because it's easy to forget the people behind these games, right? We all think of these games as this anomalous thing, but there's people behind it that are putting their energy, time, money, what is it? So to like you said, to see what they're doing and to see their passion for it or falling asleep to it, it's one of those things that's really nice that they focused a lot of time on that, for sure.
You don't often see it with the AAA games either, that sort of, people behind it giving the insides like that.
Leon says everyone's saving their reveals for E3. Are either of you surprised, or Leon, are you surprised that Elden Ring was announced during the Future Game Show and not during E3?
You mean Summer Game Fest?
What did I say?
Future Game Show.
Oh, my bad. I'm already looking forward to the next indie game thing. Yeah. Oh, wait, let me read what's on my screen here. The Summer Game Fest presented by Prime Gaming, official co-stream at summergamefest.com. Are either of you surprised that Elden Ring was announced here?
I'm not surprised just because I know Jeff Keighley, who hosts this, is really like he talks a lot with From Software, so he sets up these like specific things just like with Hideo Kojima. So that personally wasn't a surprise. Dave?
Honestly, I'd never heard of Elden Ring before tonight, so I don't really follow that sort of scene. So
I only follow it every time a convention comes up because everybody's asking for it. And there hasn't been any new development.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, Leon says I think they needed at least one huge game. And maybe from the perspective of Elden Ring, like they're kind of preemptively announcing their stuff before E3, like getting people hyped about their stuff and not being lost in the mix, even.
Yeah. What I heard from talking to other people about this the last couple months and other channels I've watched is that I think, not indie related, but the majority of people were expecting some sort of a Silent Hill. Like it was pretty much it was pretty much going to be a thing. Silent Hill was going to be announced during this, but it wasn't. So I think a lot of people would be disappointed because there was so much leading to that, from what I've heard.
They got Elden Ring, they didn't get Silent Hill. Someone's going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's always going to be disappointed because we're human and we are awful.
The thing is, they always say best to go in with no expectations, but you're gonna have stuff in your head, like hyped up, like.
Yeah, I had it in my Discord as well as in my head. So, thank you both, Geoffrey and Dave, for joining me. It's been.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure having you, and it's been a lot of fun chatting with you. One more time, tell people about your channels, and your descriptions are below in the. Your links are below in the description. But Geoffrey, tell people about your channel real quick.
Sure. Well, Cody, thank you so much. It really was a blast hanging out with both of you today. Just getting to see games in general and just chat for a few hours and get to be with the community. Just thank you. It was really fun. I appreciate that. If you guys want more indie gaming content, please go to the Indie Gaming Guild. Do lots of really wonderful reviews, live streams, gameplay, and we have a really, really positive community over there. A lot of people that are, of course, a part of Cody's wonderful channel as well. So, yeah, check it out. We'd love to have you. Thanks for the time.
And Dave?
So thanks again, Cody, for having me. My name is Dave, everyone. I'm from a channel called SaveDex Gaming, which I run with my wife, Sophie. We play mostly on Nintendo Switch. We do live streams and reviews as well, and sort of discussions as well, and prediction videos, just general Nintendo talk, indie game reviews, things like that.
Yeah, both excellent channels. Guys, you can never get enough indie game content. Go subscribe to both of these channels. They're both great people, great videos, and a lot of fun to watch. So guys, thank you to everyone in chat. Leon, Lady Swagtastic, Moro, Flower, Chef, if you're still here. So many of you stuck around for the long haul. Thanks so much for being here. It was a lot of fun seeing your responses and reactions too. And we will see you in the next one. Have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you are.